42, 45, tornadoes are moving slow. 45 at 1, 45, 50, rhinos are coming in charging. 50 at 1, 50 at 2, sold. Mr. Karan Gowal sold at 50 points. 2 PS rhinos at 50 points, sold. Number 23, Mr. Basim, a batter, has scored a couple of half centuries this last season. He's in nick. Any bid for the gentleman, Mr. Vivek Basim? Any bid for Mr. Basim? Any bid? I see no bid. He goes unsold. Okay, can we have the next number, please? Number 8, Dr. Manoj Khanna. Very vociferous. Very vociferous. Any bid for the gentleman? Any bid at 20? Yeah, that's it. Heritage Tiger at 21. Heritage Tigers at 22. Any bid coming in? Sold. Mr. Manoj Khanna sold at 20 points. 2 Heritage Tigers at 20 points. Number 6, Dalbagh Singh of CCFC, an all-rounder. Any bid for the gentleman, for Mr. Dalbagh Singh? Well, yeah, stars, can you just keep it up? Please don't bring it down till the time next bid comes in. Backyard stars at 20, at 21, 25, tornadoes 30, that's 30, RSH blasters at 31, at 32, 35 tornadoes, 35, 40, Lagan lines at 40, 45 RSH, 50, 50 tornadoes at 1, 50 at 2 tornadoes, 55 Lagan lines at 1, 55 at 2, 55 Lagan lines at 2, sold, 55 sold. You were late, please. 55, at 55 points, Mr. Dalbagh Singh sold to Lagan lines at 55 points. All right, okay. I mean, okay, you want me to go slow? I'll go slow. All right, okay. I'll go a bit slow for you, gentlemen. I will, because at 55 points, Dalbagh Singh went to Lagan lines. All right, can we have the next number, please? 24. Number 24. Number 24, Mr. Jeet Banerjee. He's not available from 23rd to 27th. Any bid for him, for Mr. Jeet Banerjee? Any bid for the gentleman, for Mr. Jeet Banerjee? Okay, I see no bid for him. The gentleman goes unsold. The next number, please. 6. Number 6. Number 9. Number 9, Mr. Gaurav Ghosh. An all-rounder, bats and balls. Any bid for the gentleman, for Mr. Gaurav Ghosh? Any bid coming in? I see no bid for him. The gentleman goes, you're late. You were late. Please, he goes unsold. See, the thing is, it's a request to all the gentlemen. When I'm saying the name, whoever wants to bid, it's a request that kindly raise it properly so that I can see it. All right, okay. So at 20, then we give him 20. At 20 points, we sell Mr. Gaurav Ghosh to Team PS Rhinos. Who's bidding? He's still bidding? There was another bid. Okay, we start again. So it's a request, just keep your things up, please. Yeah, I'm looking at there. All right, okay. So we'll start the bid again with Mr. Gaurav Ghosh. He's an all-rounder. Any bid for the gentleman? For Gaurav Ghosh, 20, 25, tornadoes at 25, 1, 25 at 2, tornadoes at 25, 2, sold at 25 points, Mr. Gaurav Ghosh to Team Tornadoes, Trial Tornadoes. Can we move on with the next number, please? Number 18, Mr. Sanish Megon. He's already drafted in Team Salika Challengers. You can bid for him, 1,000 points. He's drafted. Can we move on with the next number, please? Number 10, Mr. Guneet Grewal, all-rounder, any bid? Well, that starts with 20 RSH Blaster, 25 Tornadoes at 1, 30 RSH Blasters, 35 Tornadoes, 40 RSH Blasters, 45 Tornadoes, 50 RSH Blasters, 55 Tornadoes, 60 RSH Blasters, 65 Tornadoes, 70 RSH Blasters, 75 Tornadoes, 80 Blasters, 80 at 1, 80 at 2, any bid? 85 Tornadoes at 85 at 1, at 85 2, 90 RSH Blasters at 91, at 92 RSH Blasters, any bid? Sold. Mr. Guneet Grewal sold at 90 points to Team RSH Blasters, sold at 90 points.
Next, number 16.
Number 16, Mr. Rajiv Ghosh has played division class cricket. Any bid for the gentleman, Mr. Rajiv Ghosh? Okay, 20 Tornadoes have opened up the bid with 20 at 1, at 20, 25 Rhinos, 30 Tornadoes, 30 at 1, 30 at 2 Tornadoes. Any bid coming in? I see no bid. Sold. Sold at 30 points. Sold at 30 points, Mr. Rajiv Ghosh to Team Travel Tornadoes. Can we have the next number, please? Number 5, Colonel Sunit Shukla. He's an all-rounder. Any bid for the service gentleman? Any bid? Any bid for Colonel Sunit Shukla? I see no bid coming in. He goes unsold.
Next, number 12.
Number 12, Mr. Nitish Jain of DI, all-rounder, a hard-hitting batsman. Any bid for the gentleman, for Nitish Jain of DI? Any bid coming in for him? I see no bid. He goes unsold.
Next, number is 1.
Number 1,
Just share that link on the.
number
1.
Number 1, Mr. Anil Bandas. Got a good bowling action. Any bid for the gentleman, Mr. Anil Bandas? Any bid for Mr. Anil Bandas? Okay. Selika Challengers at 20, 25 Heritage Tiger, 30 RSH, 35 Backyard, 40, 45 Selika at 1, 45 Selika at 2, 45, 50, 55 Lagan Lions, 60, 60 at 1, 65 Heritage Tigers, 70 Selika Challengers holding out at 70, 75 Tigers fighting it out, 80, 80 at 1, 85 Heritage Tiger, 85, 90 Selika Challengers at 91, at 92, 95 Heritage Tigers at 95, 1, at 95, 2, 100 Selika at 100, 105 Tigers at 105 at 110 Selika at 110, 1, at 110, 2, any bid? I see no bid. At 110 sold. At 110 Mr. Anil Bandas sold at 110. He's crossed a century. Anil Bandas sold to Selika Challengers at 110 points. 2 Selika Challengers at 110.
Next, 22.
Number 22, Mr. Udit Mitra. He's not available from 2nd Feb till 11th Feb. Any bid for the gentleman, Mr. Udit Mitra? Any bid for him? Is there any bid for Mr. Udit Mitra? I see no bid coming in for him. He goes unsold.
Next. 7.
Number 7, Mr. Dinyar Mukaddam. The first, already the bet started. 20 by 25, Heritage Tiger at 25, 30, Backyard Stars at 31, at 32, Lagan Lions at 35, 40, Heritage Tigers at 41, at 42, any bid, 40, you're at 40, we're holding you at 40, any bid, 45, PS Rhinos at 45, 1, at 45 to 50, Heritage Tigers at 51, at 52, any bid coming in? I see no bid coming in. At 50, sold. Heritage Tiger takes hold of Mr. Dinyar Mukaddam at 50, Heritage Tiger. Can we have the next number, please?
15.
Number 15, Rajesh Koiskar, a hard-hitting batsman and a good all-rounder to have in team. Any bid for the gentleman? RSH 20, Backyards 25, at 25, 30, Tornadoes at 30, Backyard Stars at 35, 1, 40. 40 Tornadoes at 1, 40 at 2, 45. Backyards at 1, 45 at 2. Any bid? 50. 50 Lagan lines at 50. 50 at 1, 50 at 2, 55. 55 Backyard Stars at 55. 1, 60 Lagan lines at 60 at 1, 60 at 2. Any bid coming in? At 60 we are holding. At 60, 65. At 65, 1. PS Rhinos at 65 at 1. PS Rhino at 60, 70. 70 is Lagan lines at 71. At 72. Any bid coming in for the gentleman at 70? No bid. Sold. Sold to PS Rhinos at 70 points. Mr. Rajesh Koiskar at 70 points. Sold to 65. You were at 65. Oh, you bid at 70. Sorry, apologies. 70. Goes at 70 points to Lagan lines. Mr. Rajesh Koiskar at 70 points. Next, can we have the next number? Number 4. Mr. Baksha Gupta, the rock and roll king of CCFC. Any bid for the gentleman, for the rock and roll king of CCFC? I see no bid. Well, the gentleman, any bid? Okay, there. It starts with Tornadoes at 20 point at 1, at 20 points 2. Any bid from Mr. Baksha Gupta? No. Sold at 20 points to Tornadoes. Trio Tornadoes at 20 points. Sold. Mr. Baksha Gupta to Trio Tornadoes. Can we have the next number, please? The last number in the 50 category. After this, we will check if all teams have bought 2 players, which is mandatory to buy. The last number. Number 13. Mr. Om Prakash Tiwari already retained in his team. Now we'll just do a back calculation. Okay, can you connect it and show it there? Can you connect it and show it there? Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm updating right away. I'm doing it right away. And we are checking. There, okay. Backyard Stars have spent only 50 points what they had drafted. And they've not bid it. They have only one player in their team, which is Manish Periwal himself. They've not bought a second player. They've not bought a second player. They have to buy one more player in 50 age category. They have 950 points in their kitty. The next team we move on is to Bojangles Blasters. They have got Mr. Om Prakash Tiwari and they bought Ranodeep Moitra. They have spent totally 95 points. They have 905 points in their kitty. We move on to the next team, Salika Challengers. They have got 2 players, 50, Mr. Sanish Megon, retained player in his team, and Anirban Das bought at 110. They have spent 160 points. They have 840 points in their kitty. At 110 points. He was sold at 110 points to Salika Challengers. They have 840 points in their kitty. We move on to Heritage Tigers. They have gone on to buy 3 players in the age category of 50. They have Mr. Sujit Arya at 20 points. They have Dr. Manoj Khanna at 20 points. They have Mr. Dinar Mukaddam at 50 points. They have spent 140 points. In the kitty, they have 860 points. Can we move on to the next team, please? The Lagan Lions. They have also gone on to buy 3 players in their kitty. They have spent 250 points. They have spent Sobodhu Dasgupta at 30 points, Saurav Chatterjee at 95, Dalbag Singh at 55, Rajesh Koiskar at 70 points. In their kitty, they have 750 points. Lagan Lions have 750 points in the kitty. We move on to PS Rhino. PS Rhino have 2 players already above 50 category. No, that's 1. He's not above 50. Okay, so they have only 1 player, Karan Grewal at 50 points. They spent 50 points. They have 950 points in their kitty. They have bought only 1 player. They have 950 points in their kitty. They have spent 50 points. We move on to the next RSH Blasters. They have Mr. Rohit Khanda, under 50. Gunit Grewal is the only player they have bought at 90. So they have an available balance of 910 points in their kitty. And they need to buy one more player out of 50 each category. We move on to the team Trio Tornadoes. They are well settled. They bought Mr. Gaurav Ghosh at 25 points. Rajiv Ghosh at 30. Badsha Gupta at 20. They spent total 75 points. They have 925 points in their kitty. So now we finish off with this for the unsold players. We finish it off so that we complete the quota and then we move on to the next category, which is an open category. So we start. Yes. No. We are completing till such. That's why we are going back again to the category. That's what I said. हम वापस जा रहे हैं उसी category में. Yes, please. No, you need not bid. But you can bid if you want. If you want, we have enough pool players in the kitty. You can still bid. The idea is you can bid still, but the minimum stipulated quota is of 2 players. Yes. Yes, please. You have any question? No. We are doing it this system because there's a random, so we don't know what will happen. So, yeah. So what we'll do, for the next category when we open, we'll show you in 3 times. Yes. Okay, can we now start the bid again with the unsold player, please, Mr. Gupta? Number 3. Number 3, Babul Chaudhary. He's come on a second time on a bid. Any bid for the gentleman, Mr. Babul Chaudhary? Any bid? I see no bid for Mr. Babul Chaudhary. He goes unsold. Number 24, Mr. Jeet Banerjee, all-rounder. Any bid for the gentleman? For Mr. Jeet Banerjee, any bid coming in for him? I see no bid. He goes you bidding? Okay, you're bidding at 20. PS Rhinos at 21, at 22. Any other bid coming in? Mr. Jeet Banerjee at 20 points sold to RSH PS Rhinos. PS Rhinos, it is sold at 20 points. Mr. Jeet Banerjee. Okay, can we move on? With this, PS Rhino completes its quota of 2 players of 50 and above. So we move on to the next number, please.
21.
Number 21, Mr. Sunando Malik of Calcutta Club. Any bid for the gentleman? Mr. Sunando Malik of Calcutta Club. Mr. Sunando Malik, I see nobody bidding for him. He goes unsold. Can we move on with the next number, please? Number 2, Mr. Atul Chaudhary, back with a smiling face again. Any bid? Okay, Backyard Stars with a 20 at 1, 25, 25 RSH at 25 1, RSH at 25 2. Any bid to outbid him? No, the Blasters have their way. RSH Blasters have their way at 25. Mr. Atul Chaturvedi sold at 25 points to RSH Blasters. At 25 points, Mr. Atul Chaturvedi to RSH Blasters. Can we move on with the next number, please? Number 5. Mr. Colonel Sunit Shukla. He's an all-rounder. Can we have a bid? Okay, 20. Backyard Stars with 20 at 1, at 20 at 2. Any bid? Any bid? Nobody outbids them. So they get, Mr. Colonel Sunit Shukla gets sold to Team Backyard Stars at 20 points. At 20 points sold. So we have completed the quota of 2 players, but we still have 3 in case you want to bid. We can show you again. There are still 3 players remaining.
25.
Number 25. Can you see the number 25? Oh, he's already drafted. The next number, please. Number 12. Nitish Jain. He's come back again for a second round bid. Anybody bidding for the gentleman? No, he goes unsold.
22.
Number 22. Udit Mitra not available from 2nd to 11th Feb. Any bid for the gentleman, for Mr. Udit Mitra? No, I see no bid. Okay, so we completed with this. Now we'll give in.
We got 23.
You got
23.
number 23. Mr. Vivek Bhasin has come back again. Dashing Mr. Bhasin. Any bid for Mr. Bhasin? A good batter can score a lot of runs. Any bid for Mr. Basin? I see no bid.
14.
Number 14. The last one, number 14, Mr. Rajan Mudaliar. Any bid for Mr. Rajan Mudaliar? Any bid for Mr. Rajan Mudaliar? No bid. So goes unsold. Now we'll show you the final tally of the points after the completion of 50 category. And then we'll start with the open category. Yes, we'll be ready with the open category. We'll read them. Yeah, this is done. Yeah. We're doing 23 to 50 first. Okay. Gentlemen, just take a look at the points tally. It's very important that you pay attention here so you know all the teams, how many points they have in their kitty. I request. Okay, Team Backyard Stars have spent 70 points. They have 930 points in their kitty. Team Bojangle Blasters have spent 95 points. They have 905 points in their kitty. Team Salika Challengers have spent 160 points. They have 840 points in their kitty. Team Heritage Tigers have spent 140 points. They have 860 points in their kitty. Can we move on with the next slide, please? Can we move on the next slide, please? Lagan Lions, they have spent 250 points. They have 750 points in the category. PS Rhinos have spent 70. They have 930 points in their kitty. We move on to RSH Blasters. They have spent 115 points. They have 885 points in their kitty. I'll come back. Tryo Tornadoes have spent 75 points. They have 925 points in their kitty. Now you can ask me any question you want. Yeah, I will show it again. RSH Blasters have taken Gunit Asgarwal and Mr. Atul Chaturvedi. Atul Chaturvedi has gone at 25 points, please. Yes. So there's one request. I think let everybody come. It's very important that you maintain your points table. So you exactly know how much you've spent. It's very, very important for everyone. Actor mic. But you have a mic to announce from. You have a mic to announce from. You can announce from there.
It's just a number, so I can shout it out.
Your call. Break. Give it a break. They're asking me to go very soon.
ठीक है बढ़िया ना
क्या बोल रहे हैं?
बढ़िया
बोलिए
पानी वानी पीजिए
So we are all ready to start now. Can we have the first number coming up, please? The first number.
46.
Number 46. Mr. Gautam Mohan of Ccfc. He's a bowler, a handy bowler. Any bid for the gentleman, Mr. Gautam Mohan? Any bid for Mr. Gautam Mohan? Any bid, gentlemen? I see no bid coming. Well, Mr. Gautam Mohan goes unsold. Can we have some silence so that people can concentrate here? Thank you. Can we have the next number?
112.
Number 112. No, there is no 112. There's 110. Okay. Okay, then we start with the next number.
75.
Number 75. Number 75. The Ritwik himself. The gentleman himself has taken out his number. Any bid? Okay, 20 backyards, 25 Heritage Tiger, 30 Tornadoes at 1, 30, 35 backyard stars, 35, 40 Tornadoes at 40 at 1, 40 at 45 backyard stars at 1, 50. That's 50. 55 Tornadoes 60, backyard stars at 61, at 62, any bid 65, RSH Blasters, they're going to blast at 65, 1 at 65, 70, backyard stars at 70 at 1, any bid coming in at 70 for 2, at 75, Blasters at 75, 1, at 75, 2, any bid coming in back? Anybody backyard stars? No, they're smiling. At 75, sold. At 75, sold to RSH Blasters. Mr. Ritwik Pal Chaudhary sold to Blasters at 75 points. Can we have the next number, please?
55.
Number 55, Mr. Abhinav Khetri. He's a bowler, slow arm bowler. Anybody bidding for the gentleman, Mr. Abhinav Khetri? Any bid coming in from Mr. Abhinav Khetri? Any bid? I see no bid coming. No one? Okay, he goes unsold. The gentleman goes unsold.
99.
Number 99, Mr. Sukesh Verma. He's an all-rounder. Any bid coming in from Mr. Sukesh Verma? Any bid, gentlemen? Any bid? I see. Okay, there. PS Rhinos at 20 at 1. PS Rhinos 20. 25 backyards at 25, 1, 30 Tornadoes at 31, at Tornadoes at 32, any bid, any more bid? No, sold at 30 points to Trio Tornadoes. Sukesh Verma sold at 30 points to Trio Tornadoes.
34.
Number 34, number 34. Can we have number 34, please? Number 30, is it 35? It's 34. Okay, so this is 34, Mr. Karan Ahuja. He's not available from 28 to 31st. Any bid? Okay, 20. Backyard stars at 20, 25 at 1. Rhinos 30, Tigers 30, backyards 35 at 1, at 35 2. 40 Rhinos, 40 Lagan lines at 45, 1, 50 Tigers at 51, Tigers at 50, 55 Rhinos at 55, 1, 55 2, 60, 65 backyards have taken over at 65, 1, at 65 to 70, 75 Bojangles have come in, Bojangles at 75, at 1, 75, 80 Rhinos at 81, Rhinos at 82, 85, Bojangle Blasters at 85, at 85 1, at 85 2, any bid? 90, Rhinos at 91, at 92 Rhinos, 95, Bojangle Blasters at 95 1, at 95 2, any bid coming in? No, sold at 95. Mr. Karan Ahuja sold at 95 points to Bojangles Blasters, sold at 95 points. Karan Ahuja to Team Bojangles Blasters. We move on with the next number.
Number 2.
Number 2, Mr. Shubham Khemka of BRC. He's an all-rounder. Any bid for the gentleman, Mr. Shubham Khemka? Okay, he goes unsold. Oh, you're there? You're there? All right. Okay. 20. Bojangles 20, 25. RSH Blasters at 25, 1. 30, 30 at 1. 35 RSH at 1. At 35, 2. 40. Bojangles at 40. 45 RSH Blasters at 1. 45, 50. 50 Bojangles at 1. At 52 Bojangle Blasters. Any bid? Any bid at 50? No, he goes sold at 50 points. Mr. Shubham Khemka of BRC sold at 50 points to Bojangles Blasters at 50 points. Can we move on with the next number, please?
31.
Number 31, Mr. Purab Joshi. Any bid for the gentleman? Okay, 20, 25 Tigers, Tigers at 25, 30 Blasters at 31, 35 Tigers, 40 Tornadoes, 45 Blasters, 40, 50, 50 Tigers at 1, 50, 55 Tornadoes, 60, 60 Tigers at 1, 65 Tornadoes at 1, 65 at 2, 70, 70 Tiger at 1, 75 Tornadoes, 75 at 1, 75, 80, 80 Tigers at 81, Tigers 80 at 2, 85. Tornadoes at 85. They're not going to give up. At 85, 90, 90, 94, 100, 100. That's a bid. 100, 100, 120, 125 by Tornadoes. 100, 200. Lagan Lions have come at 200. This is going to be the highest bid. 205. Tornadoes at 205. 210. 210. 250. At 251, 255, Tornadoes, 260, 300, Lagan Lions at 301, Lagan Lions at 300, 305, Tornadoes at 305, 1, 305 at 1, 305, 310, Lagan Lions at 310, 315, Tornadoes at 315, 1, at 315, 2, 300, 300, 320, 320, 325, Tornadoes at 321, at 322, 325, Lagan Lions at 325 at 1, 325, 330, at 330 at 1, 330, he didn't bid 350, he never said 350. So, so 325. So somebody didn't bid for it. 320. Oh, there he's there already at 330 at 1, 330 at 2. I bid 335. Tigers 335 at 1. Tigers 340. Tornadoes are not giving up. 340 at 1. 345. 345 1 at 300. 350. 350. Tornadoes at 351. There's a 300. Lions are roaring. 355. 355 1. 361. 360 Tornado at 1. 360 Tornado at 2. Any bid at 360. Any bid. I see no bid coming. Sold. A high sale player at 360 point. Mr. Purab Joshi to Team Trio Tornadoes. At 360 points. One more player will do. Okay, we're ready after this thing what Tornadoes have done. We go on to the next number.
30.
Number 30. 3030. Just a moment, please. Can we have nobody prompting behind, please? Thank you. Kindly do not prompt behind, please. It's a request to all the young kids, please. Thank you. Okay, the number 30, Mr. Sanjay Datta of DI, a real hard-hitting batsman. Okay, PS Rhino 20, backyards 25, 25 at 1, 25, 30, Tigers at 30, Tornadoes 35, Blasters at 40, 40 at 1, 45, 45, Backyard Stars 1, 50, Blasters at 51, 55, Backyard Stars at 55, 1, 60, 60 at 1, Blasters, 60 at 2, any bid, at 60, any bid, 65, 70 Bojangles, 75 Tigers, 75 at 1, 75 at 2, 80 Tornadoes, 85 Lagan Lions, at 85 1, at 85 2, 90, 90 Bojangles, 90 at 1, 90 at 2, any bid at 90, 95 Lagan Lions, 95 at 1, 95 at 2, any bid? 100, 100 by Bojangle Blaster for Mr. Sanjay Datta. At 100 for 1, at 100 for 2, any bid by anyone, gentlemen? 100 sold, sold at 100 point, Sanjay Datta. Goodbye. A goodbye by Bojangle Blaster at 100 points.
92.
Number 9, Mr. Zubin Mehta. Any bid for Mr. Zubin Mehta? Well, okay, there's no bid for Mr. Mehta.
11.
Number 11, Josh Doshi, not available from 28 to 30, one of the top performers of DI. Okay, PS Rhino starts with at 20 at 1, 25, Tornadoes at 25, 30, Rhinos at 30, 35, Tornadoes at 1, 40, 40, they said 40, Lagan Lions at 41, 45, RSH 50, 55, Tornadoes at 55, 1, at 55, 60, 65, Backyard Stars at 65, 70, 70 at 1, Tornadoes 75, Backyard Stars at 1, at 75, 2, 80, 80, 90, 90, 90, 95, 95, Tornadoes have moved on to 95, 100 by Backyard Stars, 100, 105 by Bojangles at 1, 105 2, 110 by Tigers at 1, 110 2, any bid? 115, 115 by Backyard Stars, 115, 120, Lagan Lions at 120 at 1, 122, 125, 130 by Backyard Stars at 131, at 132, 135, 140, 40, Tigers are not leaving, at 141, at 142, 145, 150, Backyards at 151, they're going slow, 155, Tigers are moving in, at 155, 160, Bojangles at 161, at 165, Backyards at 165 at 1, 165 2, 170, 175, Tigers are rolling at 175 at 1, 180, Backyard Stars at 180 at 1, at 185, Bojangles at 185 1, at 185 2, 190, Backyard Stars at 191, at 195, 195. Are we seeing a double 100? 195 1, Bojangle Stars at 195. A second call at 195. Sold at 195. A goodbye. That's been a goodbye. Josh Doshi of DI. At 195 points. Sold to Team Bojangle Blasters. Josh Doshi at 195 points to Bojangle Blasters.
Next number 101.
Next number is 101. Mr. Peter Andrew Hooper, the CCFC member. Any bid for the gentleman, for Mr. Peter Andrew Hooper? Do we have any bid? Or we don't? Okay, 120. We start at 20 for 1. For Mr. Peter Andrew Hooper at 21. At 20 a second call. And it's a final call. Sold at 20. Mr. Peter Andrew Hooper sold at 20 points to Backyard Stars. Now we are going to run you through the team points available balance. So kindly request everybody to pay attention to this as we are running you through the points balance. Okay, now we're going on the screen with the balance point. Okay, we start first with Backyard Stars. They have bought 3 pairs. They have spent total of 90 points. They have 910 points in their kitty. Still a quite high, big kitty. Fat purse they have in their hand. We move on to Bojangle Blasters. They have spent 535 points. They hold 465 points, and still they have only bought 7 players. Quite a number still to buy. Silica Challengers have gone slow with their kitty. They spent 160 points. They have 3 players. They need to buy 13 more. 840 points in their kitty. 840 points. Heritage Tigers have spent 140, and they have 860 points in their kitty. Heritage Tigers. We move on to the next. the next Lagan Lions have spent 250 points. They have to buy 11 players. They are left with 750 points in their kitty. We move on to PS Rhinos. They've gone pretty slow. 70 only they have spent. Very preciously they've been spending their points. They have 930 points in their kitty. They need to buy 13 more players. We move on to RSH Blasters. They have spent 190 points. They have 810 points left in their kitty. They need to buy 12 more players. We move on to Trio Tornadoes. They have had a big fish catch at 360 points. So far the highest, Mr. Purab Joshi. And they spent 465 points. They're midway. 535. Let's see where this 535 points of theirs takes them with spending 360 points. Well, just a moment. Any question? 465, you're left with 535 points. You had a big catch. Okay, so we move on. We're ready with the next number.
59.
Just a moment. Number 59. Just a moment. Just a moment, please. Can we have that, please? Just a moment, please. Yeah, number 59, please. Mr. Abhijit Banerjee of Calcutta Club, a good sportsperson overall. Plays all kind of sports, and he's a good sportsperson from Calcutta Club. Any bid, 20. 20. Backyard Stars at 20 at 1, at 20 at 2. Any bid for Mr. at 25. Rhinos at 25. Rhinos are coming in. 25 at 1. 30. Backyard Stars at 30 at 1. 35. Blasters at 35. RSH at 35 1. At 35 2. I bid. Any other bid? I see no bid. 35 sold. Mr. Abhijit Banerjee at 35 points sold to RSH Blasters. At 35 points to RSH Blasters. Can we have the next number, gentlemen?
18.
Number 18. Akash Agarwala of RCGC. A hard-hitting batsman. Any bid for the gentleman? Any bid for Mr. Akash Agarwala? 20. Yes, they have decided to go sensibly. 20. 20 at 1. Backyard Stars at 20 at 1. Okay, 25. Salika Challengers 30. Lagan Lions at 30 at 1. At 30 at 2. Any bid? 35. Butchangles at 35 1. At 35 2. Any bid coming in from Mr. Akash Agarwal? No, he sold. He sold at any bid coming in from there? I didn't see the placard go up. I didn't see the placard go up. You never raised the placard, I'm sorry. Placard, I would request it. That's why I'm moving up and down. Sorry about that. You need to raise it, please. 35. Sold to Bojangles Blasters, Mr. Akash Agarwala at 35. Sold to Bojangles Blasters at 35. Can we have the next number, please, coming in?
12.
Number 12. Sarosh Chopra, he's not available. He's pulled out this morning from the tournament. He sent a message. There's an emergency. He's pulled out of the tournament. So we move on.
10.
Number 10. Harshvardhan Shah of CCFC, not available from 1st to 4th Feb. Any bid for the gentleman for Harshvardhan Shah of CCFC? 20. Backyard Stars 20. 25 Tigers at 1. 25 Tigers at 2. 30. Tornadoes 30. 35 Rhinos at 35. 40. 40 Backyards. 45 Tigers at 1. 50. 50 Tornadoes at 1. 50 at 1. 55 Backyard Stars. 55. 60 Tigers. 60 at 1. 65 Tornadoes at 1. 70. 70 Backyards at 70 at 1. 70 at 2. 75 Rhino. 80 Salika. 85 Backyards. 85 Backyards at 1. At 85 2. 90. 95 Salika at 95. 100 Rhino at 100 at 1. 105 by Tornadoes, 105, 110 by Salika, 115 by Backyards, 120 by Rhinos at 1, 120 at 1, 125 at 1 Salika, 130 Backyards. So we're moving up, 130, 135 Rhinos, 135 at 1, 135 at 2, 140 Salika at 141, 145, Rhinos at 140 at 1, 145, Salika, they're not giving up, 145, 1, 150, Soul Rhinos not giving up, 150 at 1, 150 at 2, 155, Salika at 155, 1, 160, 160, Rhinos at 1, 160 at 2, 165, Salika at 165, 170, Rhinos, 170 at 1, 170 at 2, 175, Salika at 175, 1, 180, 180, Rhinos at 1, 180, 185, Salika 185, 190, Rhinos, 190 at 1, 190 at 2, any bid at 190, sold at 190 points to Salika challengers, Mr. Harshvardhan Shah. 190, they said 185, who came at 190? 190. No, I said PS Rhinos. Okay, sorry, 190. 190 sold to PS Rhino at 190 sold to PS Rhinos. Mr. Harshvardhan Shah.
Next, number 6.
Number 6. Rahul Sangarchka of Saturday Club. He's a good bowler. Any bid for a bowler? You will need bowlers in your team. Any bid? Any bid? Okay, there 20, 25 Lagan lines, 30, 30, 35 tornadoes at 1, 35 tornadoes at 2, 40, 45 Lagan lines at 45, 1, at 45, 2, any bid coming in at 45, 2, 50, 50 blasters at 50 at 1, 50 at 2, any bid? No, sold at 50 points to Team RSH Blaster. Mr. Rahul Sangarchka sold at 50 points to RSH Blasters. Can we move on with the next number, please? 109, number 109. Alok Sharma, BRC, a good batsman. Hits hard, okay, 20. Started the bid for him at 20 by PS Rhino. Any bid? 25. Lagan lines at 25, 1. 30. Rhinos at 31. Rhino, 35. Lagan lines at 35, 1. 35, 2. 40. 40. PS Rhinos at 41. At 42, 45 Lagan lines at 1, 45 at 2, 50, 50 Rhinos at 51, at 52, 55 Lagan lines at 55, 55 1, 55 2, 60 Rhinos at 60 at 1, 60 at 2, 65 Lagan lines at 65 1, at 65 2, any bid coming in? Sold at 65 points, 2 Lagan lines, Mr. Alok Sharma, BRC.
Next, number 64.
Number 64, Nishant Kalra. He's a CCFC player. Any bid for the gentleman? Any bid for Nishant Kalra? Okay, 20. Tornadoes, 20. Salika, 25. Backyards, 30. 35 tornadoes. At 35, 1. At 35, 2, 40, 40, backyard stars, 40, 45, Salika, 50, 50 tornadoes, 50 at 1, 50 at 2, 55, 60, 60, Bojangles at 60, 60 at 1, 60 at 2, 60, any bid? Finally sold at 60 points. Mr. Nishant Kalra sold at 60 points to Bojangles Blaster. Nishant Kalra goes for 60 points to Bojangle Blasters. Can we move? Number 100, that's a century, 100. Lieutenant Colonel Vimal Varghese of CCFC, he's a batter. Any bid for the gentleman? Any bid? I see no bid. Goes unsold. The gentleman goes unsold. Number 5. Satyajit Banerjee of CCFC, not available from 23rd to 27 Jan. Any bid for Mr. Satyajit Banerjee? He is not available from 23rd to 27 Jan. Any bid? Okay, 20. Backyard stars with 20 at 1, 20 at 2. Any bid coming in? Sold. Mr. Satyajit Barman sold at 20 points. Satyajit Banerjee sold at 20 points to Backyard Stars. Mr. Satyajit Banerjee sold at 20 points to Backyard Stars. Can we move on to the next number, please?
71.
Number 71, Ricky Malik of Punjab Club. He's an all-rounder. Any bid for the gentleman, for Mr. Ricky Malik? Any bid? 20, Heritage 20, 25 Lagan lines, 30, 35 Tornadoes, 40 Salika, 45 Backyard, 450, 50 Salika, 55 Tornadoes, 55 at 1, 60, 65 Bojangles at 65 1, at 65 2 Bojangles, 70 Salika at 71, at Salika at 72 or 75 Rhinos at 75 1, at 75 2 Rhinos, 80 Salika at 80 at 1, the first call at 80, the second call, any bid, 85 Bojangles at 85 1, the first call at 85 2, any bid for him, 90 Salika at 1, 90 Salika at 2, 95 Bojangles at 95 2, 95 second call, any bid for at 95, sold. Mr. Ricky Malik sold at 95 of Punjab Club to Bojangles Blaster. Mr. Ricky Malik sold at 95 points. Can we have the next number?
91.
Number 91, Sunny Roy of Ccfc. He's an all-rounder. Any bid for the gentleman? For Mr. Sunny Roy of Ccfc. Can we have any bid for Sunny Roy of Ccfc? I see nobody, or you bid. Okay, 20. Backyard Stars starts the bid at 21. The first call at 20. The second call, any bid? No, there is no bid. He sold at 20 points. Sunny Roy sold at 20 points to Backyard Stars. At 20 points.
37.
Number 37. Yashovardhan Kanoria of CSC, a wicket keeper. I'm sure all team needs wicket keepers. Good, talented wicket keepers. Any bid? Okay, they start. RSH Blasters start with 20 points at 1, 25 Salika at 25 at 1, 30 Blasters at RSH Blasters at 31, at 30 second call 35, Backyard Stars at 35, 40, Lagan line 40, 45 RSH, 50, Salika at 51, Salika at 50, 55, 60, Backyard Stars at 60, at 61, 65 Salika, 65 Salika at 1, 65 Salika, 70, 75, RSH Blasters at 75, 80, Salika at 81, Salika at 82, 85 Bojangles, 90 Heritage, 95 Backyards, 95, 100 by Lagan Lines, 105 Salika, 110 by Backyard Stars, 110, 110 1, 110, 115, 120, RSH Blasters at 120, 125 by Bojangles Blasters, 125 by Backyard Stars, 125 at 1, 125 at 2, any call at 105, 130, 135 RSH, 140, 145 by RSH, 145 by RSH, 150 by Salika, 155 by Bojangles, 155 by Bojangles, 160 by Backyard Stars 1, Backyard Stars 2 at 160, 165 by Bojangles, 165 1, 165 2, 170, they're not giving. 175, Bojangles are 175 at 1, 175 at 2, 180, Backyard Stars at 185, Bojangles at 185, 1, at 190 Backyard Stars, they're not giving up. 195, Bojangles are fighting it out. 190 at 1, 190 at 2, 190 at 2, and sold. He sold at 190 points. Yashovardhan Kanoria, the wicket keeper, 190 points sold to team Bojangles Blaster at 190 points. Sold. Can we move on with the next number? Number 17, 1717. Number 17, Varun Agarwal of BRC. Another all-rounder, seems he has played in deserts. Okay, any bid for the gentleman at, any bid? Okay, they start Salika at 20, 25 Rhinos, 25 at 1, 30 Lions, 35 Salika at 35 1, 40 Tornadoes at 41, at 42, any bid? At any bid? 40, 45 Lagan, 50 Salika, 50 at 1, 50 at 2, any bid coming in at 50 sold. Mr. Mr. Varun Agarwal sold at 50 points to Salika Challengers of BRC. Varun Agarwal sold at 50 points to Salika Challengers of BRC. Can we move on with the next number, please?
94.
Number 94, Mr. Anirban Sen. Any bid for the gentleman? He's a bowler. Any bid for Mr. Anirban Sen? He's a bowler of CCFC. Any bid? I see no bid coming in. He goes unsold. Mr. Anirban Sen goes unsold.
9.
Number 9, Aryaman Chaudhary of Calcutta Swimming Club, another bowler. Any bid for Aryaman Chaudhary of CSC? Okay, 20 Lagan, 25 Salika, 30 Rhinos, 35 Lagan lines, 40 Salika, 40 at 1, 40, 45 Lagan lines, 45 at 1, 50, 55, RSH at 55, 1. 55 to 60, 60, 65, 70, 70 Lagan lines. Lagan lines have moved up to 70, 75 Rhinos at 1, 75 Rhinos, 80, 95, 80, 85, Backyard Stars at 85. At 85, Backyard Stars at 85, 90 Rhino, 90 at Rhinos, Rhinos 95 Backyard Stars, 100 Lagan lines at 1, 105 Backyard Stars at 1, Backyard Stars 2 at 100, any bid coming in? 105, Salika Challengers at 105, 105 for 1, 110, 115, 115 Lagan lines, 115 at 1. Lagan lines holding him at 115 at 1, holding him 120, 125, Backyard Stars, 130, Salika, 135 Backyard Stars, 135 1, 135, 140, 145, Backyard Stars at 145 1, 145 2, 100, 150, 150 Salika at 1, 155, 155 Backyard Stars, 155 at 1, 155 at 2, any bid? 160. Salika Challengers at 160 at 1, 165. 165 at 1, 165 at 2. Any bid? The final call at 165 sold. Mr. Aryaman Chaudhary sold at 165 to Backyard Stars. At 165, Mr. Aryaman Chaudhary sold to Backyard Stars.
106 is the next number.
Number 106 is the next number. Sanjay Agarwal of CCFC. Any bid? Any bid for Mr. Sanjay Agarwal? Any bid? I see nobody bidding. Okay, we move on with the next number. He goes unsold.
12.
Number 12, Sarosh Chopra. It must be 21. It has to be 21.
72.
Oh, it's 72. Okay, 72, Yusuf Chishti. This is where the bid will start now. Now the bidding starts, 20. 20. Let's start with the high bidding now. Now the bidding starts at 20. 25. Tornadoes at 25, 1. 30. Rhinos at 31. 35 Tornadoes. 40 Backyards. 45 Lagan lines. 45 at 1. 50. 50 Tornadoes at 1. 50 at 2. 55. 60. 65. 70. 70. 75 Tornadoes. 75 at 1. 80 Backyards. 85 Tigers. 90 Backyards. 95. 100. 105 Backyard Stars at 105. 110 by Salika. 110. 115 by Tigers. 120 by Backyards. 125 by Tornadoes. 125. 125 at 1. 130 Salika at 130. 135 Backyard Stars. 135 1. 140. 140 by Salika. 145 by Backyard. 150. 150 by Salika. 155. 160 by Salika. 165 Backyards. 170. 170 by Salika. 175 Trio, 180 Backyard Stars, 185 Salika, at 185 1, 185 2, any bid, 190, 195 by Rhinos, 195 by Rhinos 1, 195 by 200, 205, 205 by Lagan Lines, Lagan Lines roaring at 205 for this element, 210 Tornadoes, 210 1, 210 2, 215, 215 Backyard Stars, 215 1, 215 2, any bid coming in at 215 points, a good buy, 215, last call, 215 sold. Mr. Yusuf Chisti sold at 215 points to Team Backyard Stars. At 215 points, Mr. Yusuf Chisti, a prize possession goes to Backyard Stars. We move on to the next number.
78.
Number 78, Mr. Clinton Francis Khanna, every smiling face, to cheer up. You need somebody to cheer up in your team. He's the gentleman to cheer up. Anybody? Anybody going in for bidding for this gentleman? Oh, well, that's it. 20. Tornadoes start 20, 25. We need somebody to cheer them up. 25, 30. Tornadoes at 30 at 1, 30 at 2. Any bid coming at 31. The 32nd call sold. Mr. Clinton Francis Khanna sold at 30 points to Travel Tornadoes. At 30 point, Francis Khanna to Team Tornadoes.
Next number is 104.
Number 104, Nishan Dave of CCFC, an all-rounder. Any bid for the gentleman? Any bid for 20. Backyard Stars at 20, 25 Tigers moving at 25, 1, 30, 100. Well, that's the way to bid. 100. 105 by Backyard Stars. 110, 115 by Tigers. 120 Backyard or 120 at 1. 125, 120, 125 by Backyard Stars. 160. He bids at 160. Are you going at 160 above? Okay, so raise it. 165, 170, 180. Lagan lines 185. 200, 200, 205, 210. Sarika 210, 1 at 210, 2. 215, 220, 225, 225. Salika holding him at 225, 1. 225, 230. Lagan lines 235. Salika 235, 1 at 240, 240. Lagan lines 245, Rhinos at 245, 250, 255, 255, 260. Lagan at Salika at 260 now. Salika holding him on 265, Rhinos at 265, 1 at 265, 270, 275. Salikas have made up their mind. 270 at 1, 270 at 2, 270, 275, 280. 280, Rhinos at 281, Rhinos 285, Lagan line 285, Salika 290, 290 at 1, 300. 300 is a call. 300 for Nishan Dave of CCFC is a call by Lagan lines. 305. 305 by the Blasters. They're going to have a blast today. 305 at 1. 305, 310. Lines are not giving up. 310 at 1. 310 at 2. 310. Anybody bidding at 310? I see no bid. 310 points. Mr. Nishan Dave goes to Lagan Lions. Well done. 310 points. 310 points. Mr. Nishan Dave to Lagan Lions. Yeah, we're going to read the score points now so that you all know how much you have in kitty. We're ready to do that. So you want me to hold on or should I go ahead with the points? All right. Okay. Okay, can we start with the first team, please? Okay, the Backyard Stars have bought 8 players. They need to buy 8 more players in their kitty. They have 490 points left. 490 points in their kitty. They have spent 510 points. We move on to Bojangle Blasters. They are left with only 85 points. They have spent 950 points. I see him smiling. He's confident of his buy. He's left with 5 players still to be bought in his team. 5. You have bought 11, so 5 still remain, and you only left 85 points. So be wise. Then 20. So you have gone buying overboard. No, we will find a solution. Let me just go through. First, let others.
But you said that we have to buy 15. If we have to buy 15, then I think it's fine.
Sorry? No, he has bought, I'll tell you, Bojangles has bought 11. They need to buy 5 more players. So they need to have 100. So they're short of 15 points. Never mind, we'll work out on this. Just hold on, we'll come back. So let's read point by point all the teams. Please, let him read point by point. Okay, the next team is, we'll come back to you, Salika Challengers. Can I have Salika Challengers paying attention here? You have spent, Salika Challengers have spent 210 points. You have 790 points in your kitty and you need to buy 12 players. Okay, so now we move on to Heritage Tigers. They have spent 140 points. They have a big, huge kitty of 860 at their disposal. They need to buy 11 players to complete a squad. We move on to the next one, Lagan Lions. They have spent 625 players. They have had a big buy with Nishan Dave at 310. They are left with 375 points, Lagan Lions, and they need to buy 9 more players. With 375 points, Lagan Lions need to buy 9 more players to fill up the squad. We move on to PS Rhino. They have bought 4 players, 260 points. Can I have Rhinos paying attention here, please? Rhinos have bought 4 players. They have spent 260 points. They have 740 points in their kitty. And you need to buy 12 players. A chunk of players still remains to be bought by you. We move on to RSH Blasters. They spent 200. Can I have RSH Blasters paying attention, please? RSH Blasters, can we have you here, please? Can we have RSH paying attention here? You have spent 275 points. You have bought 6 players. You are left with 10 players to buy, 725. A big fat kitty in your hand still. But you need to buy 10 more players. We move on to Trio Tornadoes. They have spent wisely. They have gone on to spend 495 points. They have 505 points in their kitty. They need to buy still 9 more players. They've had a big buy in form of Purab Joshi at 360 points. So far, the highest bidded player has been Purab Joshi of till date, till now, at the moment. We don't know what happens the next moment with the kitty still in hand. So now, what? Okay, just a moment. So any one of the player, we will roll back. You missed that turn because you outbidded yourself. So we will do it randomly. Any player that you have, we'll move it out from your kitty. We'll just tell you in a minute. We'll tell you the player will go back again into the bid. So can we do any of those numbers, what numbers he's got? Can we just put it back again in the bowl, the numbers he's got?
Select one from the numbers he's got.
Yeah, the number, and we put it back. So that he goes back again to the square.
Do it in random. Give me the numbers.
Sorry.
Okay, one sec. The category matters. We have, it's category wise. I haven't got the.
He loses one player because he outbidded himself. He outbidded, so he loses one player, goes back into the pool, will again come back, which others will get a chance to bid for.
Rajesh, we will decide the category.
And the budget will be added back to mine, right?
Yes, that budget will go back to you.
No, so yeah, we did do it from the opens.
No, we do it from the open, because he has spent the purse at the open. Opens, yeah, so he has to be in opens only, yes. You're right, he's in the opens.
Alright, do we have the numbers?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, 1 second, we have the numbers.
So we start with Karan Ahuja. Okay.
One second, 34. Okay, that goes back.
Not all.
No.
Shubham Khemka.
Shubham Khemka.
Number?
I request when I'm reading out the points, please everybody pay attention here. When the points of the kitty are being... Number 2.
Okay.
Sanjay Datta. Sanjay.
Datta of DI. Yep. Sanjay Datta of DI. Use of DI. Number 30. Just a moment. I'll come back to you, gentlemen. I'll just come back. Just a moment, I'll come back to you.
Akash Agarwal, RCBC.
Okay.
Nishant Kalra.
Nishant Kalra.
1 minute. I'll just come back to you, gentlemen. I'll answer all your queries. Give me a minute. I'll answer everybody. I'll answer you. Yeah, I'm coming to you. Or you want me to suggest just now? You want to give your suggestion?
Practical says that he had overbid for Yashwant Kanodia, so his budget at that moment of time should not exceed 175.
Exactly, that's what I read.
So the case is that Yashwant Kanodia, the last buy, should be picked up. This should be random way also. No, this is the system, like the protocol says.
I see, he has made an error. We cannot penalize him for an error. It's an error. It's an error made by him. What here we have to be playing together. So that he's made an error. It's okay. We should overlook an error. छोड़ दीजिए. He's made an error. It's okay. We overlook each other's error. Okay. Number 37. Okay. That's it. It's over. Yeah. So just pick out one number. Please pick out one number. Randomly just.
Ricky Malik is 71, right?
Okay, so I'll pick out one that goes out of the kitty, right?
One number.
71.
Number 71. Ricky Malik goes back and reduce that many points from his kitty and give him back that many points. It's a humble request to the gentleman sitting at the back. Please do not prompt and please. So he's made an error. It's okay. We are friendly. We all amongst us are good friends. So let's be good to each other.
95 points are back.
95 points have been added back to you. Now you know exactly where you stand. And just request, write down your points, please, properly. Okay, now we're ready to start. We are ready. Yeah, we show it to you once more. Ricky Malik is a player who's gone back. It was a mistake made by Bochangal Blasters, so he's paid for that. It's gone back. He's got back his 95 points. We're going to show you his balance again of Bochangal Blasters. How much is he left in hand now after he goes back? Okay, Ricky Malik is gone, so he has spent 820 points. He has 180 points. 820 points spent by Bochangal Blasters. He has 180 point in hand and he has 6 players still to buy. So he can buy 6 at 20 each. So please remember, now your bid cannot be more than 20 for any player. It will be at 20, at 6, that is 120, and you solo with your team. He has 180. 180, yeah. You can go for 1 or 2 players more than 120. Yeah, he knows it. He knows his mathematics. He's good at it. He's keeping his calculation. Yeah, we go on, please. No problem. It's okay. We all make errors. We're playing together. It's all an error. Yeah, it's an error by him. Let's overlook that. Okay, we'll start the auction. Can we have attention here, please? Okay, the next number, please. The next number. Yeah, just a sec, please. Okay, we're ready. The next.
82.
Number 82. Arunava Bhattacharya is not available on 13th and 14th. He's from Toliganj Club, all-rounder. Spoke quite high about himself. Any bid for the gentleman? Any bid for Arunava Bhattacharya? Okay, I see no bid for him. So he goes unsold. Can we move on with the next? Number 57, 57. Wasim Aziz of Lagan Lions. He's been drafted. It's over. So we move on to the next number.
48.
Number 48. Anshul Chauhan of Ccfc. He's a batter. Any bid for Mr. Anshul Chauhan? Any bid for Anshul Chauhan? No bid. He goes unsold.
52.
Number 52. Mohit Beriwal of Saturday Club. He's a keeper. You will need keepers in your team. Those who haven't picked one. Any bid for Mr. Mohit? Okay, there. RSH Blasters with 20. Mr. Handa started with 20 bid at the first call at 20. The 25. Tornadoes at 25. 1, 30. Blasters at 31. The first call 35. Tornadoes at 35. 40. 40. Blasters at 40 at 1. 40 at 2. Any bid 45. Tornadoes at 45 at 1. 50. Mr. Hannah knows his mathematics. 50 at 1. 50, 55, tornadoes, they're following you. 55, 60, 60 at 1, 60 at 2, 65, tornadoes, 65, 70, 70 at 1, 70 at 2, any bid coming in at 70? No bid. Sold at 70 points, Mohit Beriwal to Team RSH Blasters. Sold at 70 points, Mohit Beriwal to Team RSH Blasters at 70 points. The next number, please.
88.
Number 88. Ronnie Dev. One loud cheer for Ronnie Dev. Okay, the next number.
53.
Number 53. Rajat Agarwal of Punjab Club. Any bid for Rajat Agarwal of Punjab Club? Any bid for Rajat Agarwal? 20, 25 Lagan lines, 30, RSH is holding at 30 at 1, 30 at 2, 35, Lions at 35, 1, 40, 40 at 1, 40 at 2, 40, 45, Lagan lines at 45 at 1, 45 at 2, any bid? 45. No, you're holding on still at 45. You're holding at 45. There's nobody outbidding you. At 45, no bid. RSH Blasters by Rajat. Any bid? But, so you see what happens is when you bid at 45, just hold it till he outbids it. The moment you put it down, I know it's 40. That's a request. Just hold on to that placard. Okay. 50. So just hold on, please. Till the next time, the next person outbids you, please hold on. That's a request. Hardly take few seconds. At 50, 55. Lagan lines at 55, 1, 55, 2. Any bid at 55? Sold. Lagan lines buys off Rajat Agarwal at 55 points. Rajat Agarwal of Punjab Club goes to Lagan lines at 55 points. Rajat Agarwal. Can we move on to the next number?
103.
Number 103. Tahir Sohandur Purwala, excellent batsman and a bowler. Performed very well in couple of Ccfc T-10. Any bid? 20. Backyard stars 20, 25, 50. 50. Lagan lines have started at 50. 50 at 1, 50 at 2. Any bid coming in? 55. 60. Lagan lines 60 at 1, 60 at 2. Lagan lines holding him at 60 at 2. Any bid? Sold. Sold at 60 points. Tahir Sohandur Purwala sold at 60 points to Lagan Lions.
Next number is 32.
Number 32. Rohit Jacob of Ccfc. Any bid for Mr. Jacob of Ccfc? Rohit Jacob, would you like to bid for your namesake? He smiles. No, doesn't want to bid. Any bid for Rohit Jacob? 20. Backyard star starts with him at 20 at 1, 20 at 2. Any bid? Sold. Sold at 20 points. Rohit Jacob sold at 20 points to Backyard Stars. Rohit Jacob goes for 20 points to Backyard Stars.
Next number 58.
Number 58. Vivek Bodla, CCNFC. Any bid for the gentleman? Any bid for Mr. Vivek Bodla? Any bid coming in from Mr. Bodla? I see no bid, nobody bidding for Mr. Vivek Bodla. Goes unsold. He goes unsold.
42.
Number 42, Ranamit Banerjee of CCFC. Well, there he's showing you already he's in action. Any bid? Any bid for the gentleman? For Ranamit Banerjee, they RSH 20, Lagan lines 25, 30, RSH holding at 30 at 1, 30 at 2, any bid? Sold. Sold at 30 points, Ranamit Banerjee of CCFC to RSH Blasters at 30 points. Sold. Can we have the next number, please?
66.
Number 66. Saurav Bose of Tollygunge Club. He's a batter. Any bid for the gentleman? Mr. Saurav Bose of Tollygunge Club. Any bid?
Just make sure that the team has at least 40 points for the last two.
60. Number 66, Saurav Bose. Any bid? Any bid? I see no bid. He goes unsold.
25.
Number 25. Number 25. Abadya Junjunwala, a good bat from CCFC, has performed very well for CSC in couple of matches now recently. Not available from 22nd to 28th. 20. Rhinos at 20 at 1. Any bid, a good bat. 25. Salika at 25. 30. 30. 50. Lagan lines at 50 at 1. 55 Rhinos. 55. 60. 60 at 1. Tigers are holding on. 65. 70. 70. 70 RSH Blasters at 1. 70. 75 Salika. 80 RSH. 80 at 1. 85 Backyard Stars at 1. At 85 at 2. 90 Salika Challengers 1995 Rhinos at 1. 95 100 Backyard Stars at 100. 105 by Salika Challengers. 110 by Rhinos at 1. 110 at 2. 115 by Backyards. 120 by Salika. 125 Rhino, 130 Backyard Stars, 135 Lagan Lines, 140 Salika Challengers, 140 at 1, 140 at 2, 145 Backyards, 155 Lagan Line, 160 Rhinos at 160, 165 Salika at 1, 165 at 2, 165 2, 170 Tigers at 1, 170 Tigers at 2, 175 Salika, 175 at 1, 175 at 2, the final call 180, 185, Tigers 185, 190, Salika 195 at 1, 195 at 2, 200 by Salika, 205 by Salika, 205 by Salika at 1, 205, 210 Tigers, 210, 215 Salika, 215 Salika at 1, 215, 220 Blasters, 220 at 1, 220 at 1, 225, 225 at 1, 225 at 2, 225, the final call, 230, 235, Tigers 235, 240 Salika, Salika at 235, 235 at 1, 240, 240 at 1, 240 at 1, Salika 245, Tigers at 245, 1, 250, 250 by Salika, they're challengers, they're not giving up, they're challenging all the way for this play, 250 at 1, 250 at 2, 255, Tigers are coming for kill, 255, 260, 260 at 1, 260 at 2, any bid coming in, 265, 265 at 1, 265 at 2. It's a final call coming in. I cannot hold on, please. I cannot hold on. This is... You're not supposed to hold on. In the auction, you're not supposed to hold on. You're supposed to build it up. 265 1 at 265 2. 265 sold. Abadya Junjunwala 265. He is a good buy. He's been performing regularly. A good buy. At 265 points sold to Heritage Tigers. Abadya Junjunwala.
Next number is 56.
Number 56. Big smile. No more. He's sold already. Gone. Okay.
Next number 70.
Number 70. Udit Gupta of BRC. He's a bowler. Any bid for the smiling gentleman? Any bid? Okay, 20. Lagan lands at 20. They have started the bid for Udit at 20 at 1, 20 at 2. Any bid? No bid. Sold. Udit Gupta sold at 20 points to Lagan Lions. At 20 points, Udit Gupta sold to Lagan Lions.
Next number 87.
Number 87, Deba Pratim Chaudhary of Calcutta Club. Any bid for the gentleman? Any bid coming in for, he's a regular squad member of Calcutta Club, participates in regularly inter-club tournaments. Any bid? I see no bid coming for him. Those, oh, you're there. 20. Okay, Salika challenges 20 at 1, 20 at 2. Anybody to outbid Salika for the gentleman? Nobody. Sold at 20. Deba Pratim Chaudhary sold at 20 points.
Next number 35.
Number 35, Akshay Agarwal of CSC, a real hard hitting batsman. Can rain sixes. That's it. 20. Rhinos 20, Tigers 25, 30, Lions at 30 at 1, 35 Rhinos, 40 Backyards, 45 Lagan, 45 at 1, 45, 50 Rhinos, 55, 60 Lagan, 60 at 1, 60 at 2, Lagan, 65 Salika, 670, 75, Tigers at 75, 1, at 75, 2, 80, 85, Salika Challengers at 85, 1, 90 Backyard Stars, 90, 95 Rhinos, 100 Salika at 1, 100 at 2, anybody bidding him at 100, 105 Rhinos at 105 for 1, 105 for 2 Rhinos, 105 second call, anybody bidding 105 sold to Rhinos at 105 points. Mr. Akshay Agarwal of CSC sold at 105 points to Rhinos, sold at 105 points. You're going to see a lot of raining of sixes by this gentleman. Now, we go back to the point system. Yeah, we're going to show you the point system. So you know exactly how much you're left in your kitty with. Play wisely, use your money wisely, your points, your kitty. Mr. Ronnie Dave is looking a bit dejected, having lost one good player. But never mind, you have more opportunities coming your way now. Okay, so we start with Backyard Stars. They have spent 530 points. They still have to buy 7 players. They are left with 470 points in their kitty. We move on to Bojangle Blasters. All is not lost for them. They still hold valuable 180 points in their kitty. They need to buy 6 more players. We move on to Salika Challengers. They are holding on. They have some names in their mind what they're going to play with. 230 points have been spent by them. They're left with 770 points. They still have 11 players to buy. They're waiting for big fishes to arrive now. Okay, we move on to the next, Heritage Tigers. The Tigers are there still. 405 points they've spent. 395 points. I'm sorry, 595 points in their kitty. They have bought 6 players. They need to buy 10 more players with 595 points in their kitty. We move on to Lagan Lions. They have bought 10 players. They spent 760 points, 240 points still in the kitty with a big buy 310 of Nishan Dawe. 240 points still in the kitty of Lagan Lions. PS Rhinos are the one which are holding on with a huge kitty, 635 points. And they're going to fight it out with challengers. They still have to buy 11 players with 635 points in the kitty. We move on to RSH Blasters, another one to fight it out. 625 points in their kitty, RSH Blasters. They have to buy 8 more players. Trio Tornadoes, 505 points in their kitty. They need to buy 9 more players. So we are all set. We start again. Any questions? You want again PS Rhinos? I would request the guys at the back, please, if you could speak softly. They are having problem in hearing. Okay, we are ready to start with the next.
Can you move on?
Yeah, just a moment. Just a moment. Just give me a moment before we move on. Okay, we move on. Are we ready? Just a moment. Okay, we're ready to go. All set to go. Number 51. Harsh Behani. He's there somewhere. The Hugo. Okay, 20. 20 at 1, 25, 100 Lagan lines. They've gone all 105 RSH at 1, 110, 150, 155, 160, 164. Who cannot go at 150? You cannot bid at 150. Sorry, you're blocked. 150. You cannot go at 150. But you do not have points in your KT, so you need to balance it out. You still need to buy 2 mandatory pairs from your junior. So you cannot go back. So which was the last bid before that? 100 was a bid. 100 was a bid. Salika at 100. Okay, 105, 105, 110, 115, 120 by Backyard, 125 by Salika, 130 by Rhino at 1, 130 at 1, 135 Tornadoes, 140 Backyard, 145 Salika, 150, 155, 155 by Rhinos, 155 at 1, 160, 165, 170, Salika 170, Rhinos at 175 1, 175 2, 180, 185 Tornadoes, 190, Salika 195 Rhinos, 195, 200, 200 by Blasters. They're going to have a blast today. 200, 205, 210 Blasters, 210, 215, Salika at 215, 1 at 210, 220, 225, Tornadoes, 230, 235 RSH Blasters, 240, 245 Salika, 245 Salika Challengers, 250 Backyards, 255, 255, 260, 265 Salika, 265 at 1, 270, 275 RSH, 275, 300 Tigers have finally got up for the kill. At 300 they are holding Harsh Behani. 305, 310 they are challengers. 310 by challengers. 315 by Tigers at 1. 320, 325, 330, 330 by Salika. 335, 340 Tornadoes, 350, 355 Tigers, 360 Salika, 365, 365, 370 Salika. That man is smiling. 375, 375 Tigers at 1, 380 Salika at 380 for 1. It's going to be the highest bid. 380, 385, 385. Will it touch the 400 mark? 385 Tigers, 390, 390. You're turning out to be a precious bid. 390 at 1, 395. Blasters, you're touching 400 mark. 395, you're going to be the most precious player. 400! That's a 400 bid by Salika Challengers. They have taken a challenge to get you in the team at 400 points. Anybody who wants to challenge now, Salika. Any challengers left? Only one challenger. Salika challenge, 405. Blasters 405. They have not given it up. 405 at 1. 405 at 2. 405. Blasters, you can have a blast at 405 points. The highest sold player for 2024 Ccfc Premier League, Mr. Harsh Behani. He will prove his worth. A round of applause for the gentleman. 405 points. Wow, boy, you are going to be the guy to watch out in 2024. You are going to be the guy to look out for in this tournament. Okay, the next number, please.
71.
Number 71. Ricky Malik. He's come back. I see a big smile on the face of Mr. Ronnie Day. 20 Rhino. They have. We are checking. They have. We have a table on there. They have points. They still have 220 left. But say, I'll tell them. They have 7 players to buy and they have 220. They have 220 points and 7 players to buy. Even if they bid at 20, they're 140 still. So they have pretty 80 points still comfortably cruising with. Okay. So we are ready. Lagan Lance, 20. Mr. Dev, any bid? 25, 30, 35 tornadoes, 40 challengers. Challengers are going to use the kitty. 45, 50. Rhinos at 50 at 1. 55. Tornadoes at 55. 60, 65 challengers. 65 at 1. 65 at 2. 70, 75. 80. Backyard stores at 80 at 1. 80 at 2. 85. 90. Tigers are roaring at 90. 90 at 1. 90. 95 challengers. 95 at 1. 95 at 2. 100. 100 by Tigers. 100 at 1. 100 at 2. Any bid before we close it? 100. 100 sold. Mr. Ricky Malik sold. I see Ronnie Dave nodding his head. Wow, what a prize. Possession is gone. 100. Sold at 100 points. Ricky Malik gone at 100 points. Yes. No, it was not bid by Heritage Tigers. It was bid by... it was Heritage Tigers, yes. 100 point. Ricky Malik gone. It's a request, no place to stand behind, please. It's an earnest request, please. We've been repeatedly requesting everybody, please. Thank you. Owners are getting disturbed and requesting everybody behind not to prompt, please, while the auction is in process. It is disturbing the process. Thank you. Thank you for your understanding.
Moving on, next, gentleman is 89.
Number 89. Anand Neotia. He plays for various clubs. I've always seen him in action. Any bid? 20. Rhino at 20. 20 at 1. 25 tornadoes. 30 backyard stars. 30 at 1. 30 at 2. 35. Mr. Banerjee is helping it out at 35 at 1. 35 at 2. 40. 40 backyards. 40 at 1. 40 at 2. Any bid at 40. Backyard stars are holding at 40. 45. Rhinos at 45. I request to be a bit fast, please. The speed is going down. Let's be like Marshall a bit. 45 at 1. Rhinos 45 at 2. Sold. Sold at 45 points. Mr. Anand Neotia to Team PS Rhinos. Sold at 45 points. Anand Neotia to Team PS Rhinos. We move on to the next number.
Number 45.
Number 45. Akshay Bajoria. Any bid for this gentleman? Member of several clubs. Okay, 20. Heritage starts. Tigers start with 20 for the kill. At 20 at 1. 20 at 2. Any bid to outbid them? No. Akshay Bajoria sold at 20 points to Heritage Tiger. Akshay Bajoria of CCFC sold at 20 points to Heritage Tigers. Can you move on with the next number, please?
Number 16.
Number 16. Harsh Sehgal. Young lad, really plays super cricket, plays for Saturday Club, CCFC, performs very well. Any bid? Well, that's it. Lagan 20, 25 Rhinos, 30 Salika. Salika going to come in. 40, 40 at 1, 40 at 2. Any bid? 45 Lagans, 50, 50 Salika. Salika at 50, 55 RSH. 55 at 1, 55 at 2. Any bid for Sehgal at 55? Any bid? 60. Can you please raise the placard? Thank you. 60 at 1. Rhinos 60 at 1. 60 at 2 Rhinos. Any bid for the young lad? 60. 65. Blasters has shown the placard at 65 at 1, 65 at 2, any bid, it's the last and final call, 65, sold, 65 Harsh Sehgal, sold at 65 point to RSH Blasters. Harsh Sehgal goes for 65 points to RSH Blasters. Can we have the next number please?
44.
Number 44, Yash Dandania of BRC not available from 20th to 25th Jan. He's a batter, seems to be a specialist batsman. Any bid for the gentleman? Any bid? Any bid for Yash Dandania? Oh, 20. Bojangles are going to spend miserly now their points. 20. At 20 at the first call, 20 at the second call. I see nobody bidding. Yash Dandania goes for 20 points to Bojangle Blaster at 20 points. Yash Dandania to Bojangle Blasters. Can we have the next number please?
47.
Number 47. Gaurav Kumar of Ccfc, an all-rounder. Any bid for him? Any bid for Gaurav Kumar? I see no bid coming up. The gentleman goes unsold.
Number 1.
Number 1, Akshat Motwani, number 1. Any bid for the number 1? 20, 25 Salika, 30 Lagan Lines, 30 at 1 Lagan Lines, Salika 35, Backyards has 40, 45 Salika, 45 at 1, 50, 50 Tornadoes at 55, Salika at 1, 55 at 2, Salika, 60, 65, 70, 70 Backyard, 75, 80, 80 Salika, holding on at 80, 80 at 1, 85, Rhinos at 85, 1, Rhinos 90, 90 Salika at 1, 95 Tigers at 1, 90 for 100, 100 by Rhinos at 1, 100, 105 by Salika, 105 at 1, 105 by 2, 110 by Rhinos, it's 110 at 1, 110, 115 by Salika, 115 at 1, 120, 120 by Rhinos, 120, they're Rhinos, 125, 125 by Salika Challengers, 125 at 1, 125 at 2, 130 by Rhinos, 135 by Salika Challengers, 135 by 1, 135, 140 by Tigers, Heritage Tigers at 140 at 1, 140 at 2, Heritage Tigers at 140, 145, Salika Challengers at 145 at 1, 145 2, Salika Challengers at 145, anybody to outbid? 150. Tigers are on prowl, 150 at 1, 150 at 2, it's a final call, 150, 155. Challengers at 155, 1, 155 at 2, 155 at 2. Please, I request be attentive at 105.52, it's a final call. It's a final call coming at 155. Tigers have given up their kill at 155. Sold. Mr. Akshat Motwani sold at 155 points. Akshat Motwani sold at 155 points to Salika Challengers. I request all the team owners to please note down the points that I'm reading it out. I'm saying for every player twice. So please be attentive while writing down the points that you all are spending, please. Okay, we move on to the next number.
Next number is 95.
Number 95, Tirtha Roy of Ccfc. He's an all-rounder. I'm sure teams will need all-rounders in their squad. Rhinos start with 20. For Tirtha Roy, 25. Tornadoes at 25 at 1. 25 at 2. 30. 30 at 1, 35 Rhinos, 40, 45 Backyards, 45 Backyard Stars at 1, 45, 50 Rhinos, 50 at 1, 55 Tornadoes, 60, 60 Backyards, 60 at 1, 65 Bojangles, 70, 70 Tiger. He can bid 65, he can. He has. 100, next bid will be 100, 105 Rhino, 110 Backyard, 150 115 by Tornado 1, 115 by Tornado, 120 by Backyards at 1, 125, 130 Rhinos. Rhinos have moved on to 30, 130 at 1, 130 at 135 Tornadoes. They are Tornadoes. 135, 140 Rhinos, 145 Backyards, 150 Rhinos, 155 at 1, 160 Tornadoes at 1, 165 Rhinos, 175 Tornadoes, 175 at 1, 175 at 2 Tornadoes, 180 Backyard Stars at 180, 185, 190 Rhinos, 195 Tornado, 200 Backyard Stars at 1, 200 at 2, 205, 210, 215, 220 Tornadoes are coming like a tornado speed, 225 Rhinos charging at 225, 230 Tornadoes, 230 at 1, 235 Rhinos at 235, 1, 235, 2, 240 at 1, 245 Rhinos at 245, 1, 245, 250 Tornadoes at 1, 255 Rhinos at 255, 1, 260 at 1, 260 at 2, 265 Rhinos, 270 Tornadoes, 270 at 1, 270 at 2, 275 Rhinos keep charging, 280 Tornadoes, 280 at 1, 280 at 2, 280 and it's going to be a final call, 285 Rhinos. Rhinos are moving a bit slow. We need to see Rhinos charging. 290 by Tornadoes. 290 at 1. 290 at 2. 295. Rhinos charging at 295 at 1. 295 at 2. 300. They are Tornadoes. 300 at 1. 300 at 2. Is that the final call going to be? 300 sold. T-10 of Ccfc sold at 300 points to Team Trio Tornadoes. I hope he creates a lot of tornadoes on that field.
Shall we move on?
Yeah, we are going to check the points again for all the teams, so all of you are aware, but it's a humble request for the people sitting at the back while the points are being read. Please do not prompt. No, I request do not leave your seat. First check your point balance and then you will get a rest. Just check your points balance so that everybody is sure how many points you have in your kitty. I request all team owners to be seated, please. Till such time we are through with the points table, then you get a 5 minutes rest. Okay, we start with Backyard Stars. 530 points they have spent. Big, huge, fat kitty of 470 points in their purse. And they need to buy 8 players more. 7 more players with 470 points. Bojangle Blasters sitting happily with 160 points. They need to buy 5 more players with 160 points at their disposal. Salika Challengers have a huge kitty at 615 points in their hand. They have bought only 6. They spent 155. 615 they have spent miserly and very well. They hold 615 points and 10 players still to bid for. Team Heritage Tigers also are sitting pretty tight with 475 points in their kitty. They need to buy 8 more players with 475 points at their disposal. We move on to the next team, Lagan Lions. 240 points in their kitty. They need to buy 6 more players. They have bought a good player, 310 Nishan Dave, 240 points in their kitty. PS Rhino have bought wisely the players, 410 spent, 590 still in their kitty. They still need to buy 10 more players. We move on to RSH Blasters. They spent 845 points, 155 points still in their kitty. They need to buy 6 more players. 155 points in their kitty, 6 players to be bought. We move on to the Tornadoes. They've had 2 big buys, 360 and 300. 2 big buys of the tournament they're holding on to. 205 points in their kitty. They need to buy 8 more players. Gentlemen, I give you 5 minutes break precisely for refreshment, to refresh yourself and come back for next battle of auction here. Thank you. Yes, we're still continuing with the open category. Please remember, we still have young guns left. 17 young guns still to come up.
Good, very good. Liking it. Speed is slow.
break. I request all, we're going to show you the points table again.
May I make a suggestion
Please.
to expedite it? After, see from 20 to 100, you are going at increments of 5. Once it is 100, you could consider going at 10.
If you all agree. Now, it would not be fair to other teams if I were to do now, because few teams are left with less kitty. Okay, so I would request all team owners to pay attention here. I'm going to read the points table once again for your reference. We start with Backyard Stars. They have spent 530 points. They need to buy 7 players. They have a kitty of 470 points. We move on to Bojangle Blasters. They have bought 11 players, spent 840 points. They have 160 points in their kitty. 5 players still to pick up. Salika Challengers have a big, huge, fat kitty of 615 points. They have spent 385 points. They have to buy 10 big players. We move on to Heritage Tigers. 525 points they have spent. They have bought 8 players. They have 475 points in their kitty. They need to buy 8 more players. Can we move on to the next? Can we move on to the next one, please? The Lagan Lions. Okay, the Lagan Lions have spent 760 points. They bought 10 players. And they need to buy 6 more with 240 points in their kitty. We move on to PS Rhinos. They have spent 410 points, 10 players to buy. They still have a huge kitty of 590 points. We move on to RSH Blasters. They have spent quite a lot of points, 845 points they have exhausted. They are left with 155 points. They have 6 players to buy with 155 points. We move on to Tornadoes, who had 2 huge buys at 360. Purab Joshi, 300. Tirtha Roy, they've spent 795 points. They are left with 205 points, Tornadoes, and they need to buy 8 players. And we still have Young Guns account to be opened up. 17 Young Guns waiting. They will come with blazing guns when we open them up. Now we continue with our open category. Can I have an attention of all the team owners here, please? Because we're ready to start. The more we waste time, the more you would need to spend here. I'm sure we all need to hit back our bed. Okay, so we start, please. The next number, please. Just a second, please. Just a second. I've read out the balance to everyone. So I hope everybody's clear on balance. Remember, 2 mandatory players from under 23, the Young Guns account to be open still. So now we move on with the next number. We are ready.
Next number is 67.
Number 67, Siddharth Mini, wicketkeeper, CSC captain, has been performing pretty well for his team. A good bat and an excellent keeper. Okay, there, Lagan Lions start with 20 at 1. 20, 25 Tornadoes at 1, 25 Tornadoes at 2, 30, Lagan Lions 30 at 1, 30 at 2, 35, 35, Rhinos coming at 35, 140, 40 at 1 Lagan Lions, 40 at 2, 40 at 2, it's a final call coming in, 40 at 2, it's a final call, 40, sold. Mr. Siddharth Mini, CSC player, sold at 40 points to Lagan Lions, at 40 points.
Next up,
Yes, please.
Next up, we've got number 65.
Number 65, Saurav Bhatt of Taliganj Club. No, we are not going to hold on to the auction. Yeah, we will continue with our auction process. We are not holding on. Thank you. Saurav Bhatt of Taliganj Club, all-rounder. Any bid for Saurav Bhatt? Any bid? Any bid for Saurav Bhatt? 20. Heritage Tigers have bid at 20 points for Saurav Bhatt of Taliganj Club. At 120 at 1, 20 at 2. Sold. Sold at 20 points, Saurav Bhatt to 2 heritage tigers sold. Can we have the next numbers, please?
Number 63.
Number 63, Gautam Malhotra. Now we're going to see some fireworks. Okay, gentlemen, the fireworks starts for Mr. Gautam Malhotra. Any bid? Any bid? Any bid? I seen, 20. Backyard Stars at 20 at 1. 25 heritage tigers. 35 Lagan Lions, 35 at 1 Lagan Lions, 35, 40 Backyard Stars, 40 at 1, 45 Lagan Lions at 1, 45, 50 Backyard Stars at 1, 50 Backyard Stars at 2. Anybody to outbid them? 55 Rhinos 55, 60 Backyard Stars at 1, 60 at 2, 60 at 2, it's the final call, 65, Lagan Lions 65 at 1, 65 at 2, Lagan Lions 70, Backyard Stars at 70 at 1, 70 at 2, Backyard Stars, anybody bidding? I see no bidding, 70, you were slow, I'm sorry, you were slow, you need to be fast. I said it was a final call coming in, please, next time I request be a bit fast, please. We have a lot of players in pool, it's a request, please, thank you for your understanding. 70, sold at 70 points, Gautam Malhotra to Backyard Stars, sold at 70 points. Mr. Gautam Malhotra goes for 70 points to Backyard Stars.
We should increase the points.
Before you said sold.
I did say, I said the fun.
You said sold and you raised it before. No, but this has happened before. You have to say sold.
No, I said it the final call and sold. Please, it's a request, gentlemen. You know, I said it's a request. Kindly raise your placards. I did say, Ronnie, just a moment, please. Thank you. I did say it's a sold. I'm sorry about it. Next time, be careful, please. It's a request. Be careful while raising the placard. Please, I'm requesting all the team owners. Be a little bit attentive. 70, I'm sorry, it cannot be accepted. I'm sorry, Ronnie, it cannot be accepted. 70 sold. I'm sorry, it cannot be accepted. 70 sold. Mr. Gautam Malhotra sold at 70 points to Team Backyard Stars. Sold at 70 points. Gautam Malhotra. Can we have the next number, please?
Number 29.
Number 29. Sudeep Bhattar of CCFC. He's a wicket keeper. Any bidding coming in for Mr. Sudeep Bhattar? Mr. Sudeep Bhattar, any bidding coming in? 20, 25 Tigers, 25 at 1, 30 Backyards, 30 at 1, 30 at 2, 35 Lagan, 40 Backyards, 45 Tigers, 45 at 1, 45 at 2, 55 Backyards, 100 Heritage, 105 Backyard, 105 at 1, 105 at 2, 110, 115, 120, 125, Salikat 125 1, 125 2, 135 Rhinos, 140 Tigers, 145 Salikat 1, 145 Salikat 2, 145 at 2, 155 Tigers at 1, 155, 160 at 1 Salika, 160 at 2, 165, 170 Tigers, 170 at 1, 170 at 2, Tigers 175, 180 Salikat, 180 at 1, 185 Rhinos at 1, 190 Tigers at 1, 190 at 2 Tigers, 195 at Rhinos, 195 at 1, 195 at 2, 200 Salikat, 200 at 1, 200 at 2, 205 Rhinos at 205 1, 205 2, Rhinos 205 2, 210 Tigers roaring at 210 at 1, 210, 215 Rhinos charging, Rhinos are charging, 215 at 1, 215 at 2, it's a final call coming in at 215 points, 220, 225 Rhinos, 225, 230, 235 Rhinos, 235 at 1, 235 at 2, 235 at 2, bidding 240, Heritage 245 Rhinos, 245 at 1, 245 at 2, 245, it's a final call, 250, Tigers 255, Rhinos 255, 255 at 1, 255 at 2. It's going to be a final call. 260. 265 Rhinos at 1. 270, 275, 280, 280. Rhinos at 280 at 1. 285. Tigers, 290. 290 Rhinos. 290 at 1. 290 at 2. 290 sold. It's sold at 290 points. Sudeep Bhattar of CCFC wicketkeeper at 290 points, held by able Dronacharya sitting on the table. At 290, Dronacharya guiding them. Mr. Jeet Banerjee, the Dronacharya of this auction today, at 290 points.
Moving on, gentlemen, you got a long list. Number 38.
Number 38, Harshvardhan Sharma of RCGC, not available on 29, 31st and 4th of Feb. These 3 days he's not available. Any bid for Mr. Harshvardhan Sharma of RCGC? He is an all-rounder, slow arm bowler. Any bid for him, a slow arm bowler, a pretty decent bat, any bid? I see no bid by anyone. Goes unsold. Mr. Harshvardhan Sharma goes unsold.
27.
Number 27, Ishanjit Ghosh, the man sitting here with a smile, retained. Okay, we move on.
Number 98.
Number 98, is that 98?
Okay, I'm sorry, 86.
Number 86, Adarsh Tulshan himself. Oh, we need a big bid, we can't have a small. How much is that? 20? That's a small bid, I thought you'd start with 100. The bid would have been 100 straight. 20, okay. For Mr. Adarsh Tulshan, it's 20 at 1. 25, Rhinos are giving a charge. At 25 at 1, at 20, 30, 30, 35 backyard stars, 35 at 1, 40, 40, 45 Salika, 45, they accept the money for him. 45 at 1, 50, 50, 50 at 1, I see Lola smiling. 55, Salika at 55 at 1, Salika 55 at 2. Anybody? You go back to your home team at 55, sold. Thank you. You need to thank all of them. 55, Mr. Adarsh Tulshan goes into his home team at 55 points into his home team. Salika challenges at 55 points.
Moving on. Next, number 60.
Number 68.
60.
60. Number 60. Arjun Malik. Very good bat. He's an excellent fielder. A brilliant fielder to have in your team. Fields very deep, bats very decently, and a good fielder. Any bid? Any bid for Mr. Arjun Malik? 20, 25. Going for a good fielder. Yes, saves a lot of runs in this kind of format game. 25 Rhinos. Rhinos hitting him at 25 at 1. 25 at 2. Anybody? 30 Bojangles at 30 at 1. 30 at 2. 35. I'm sure he'll try to save 35 runs. 35 at 1. 35 at 2. Any bid? Anybody to outbid him? Nobody. Rhino gets Arjun Malik, a good fielder and a good batsman, at 35 points. At 35 points, gone to Team PS Rhino, Arjun Malik of DI. We move on to the next play.
28.
Number 28, 2 and 8, 28. Kunal Gupta of CCFC is a batter. Any bid for Kunal Gupta? Do I see any bid? It's unsold.
Next up, number 4.
Number 4, Pranab Poddar of BRC, a young lad, smiling young lad, is an all-rounder. Any bid for Pranab Poddar? Any bid? 20, backyard stars with 20 at 1, 20 at 2. Any bid? It's a final call coming at 20. Sold at 20 points. Pranab Poddar sold at 20 points to backyard stars at 20 points.
Next up, we have number 33.
Number 33, Siddhant Agarwal. Good bowler, good batsman, fiery batsman. That's it, 20. to start 20. Salika starts at 20. 20 at 1. 25 Heritage Tigers. 25 at 1. 25 at 2. At 25, 2 we are moving on. 30. I knew it would come from the home of Salika. 30 at 1. 30 at 2. It's a final call coming at 30. Sold a very good buy at 30 points. Mr. Siddhant Agarwal sold to Team Salika Challengers at 30 point. A good buy.
Next up, number 41.
Number 41. Adit Osagwal already retained. The next one, please.
Number 19.
Number 19. Ishan Jhunjhunwala, BRC wicketkeeper. If any of you team need a wicketkeeper, there he is. Any bid for Mr. Ishan Jhunjhunwala? 20. Heritage Tiger, 20 at 1, the first call. 20 at 2, the second call. 25 by Tornadoes, 30 by Lagan Lions, 35 by Tornadoes. At 35, the first call. At 35, the second call by Tornadoes, holding him at 35, sold. Sold at 35 points to Tornado Ishan Jhunjhunwala. Sold at 35 points.
Next up, we have number 8.
Number 8, Shivanshu Shaw of CSC. Young lad, an all-rounder. Any bid for the young gun? Any bid coming for him? 20. Ronnie's being generous. 20. 20 at 1. 20 at 2, it's a final call. 25, Lagan Lions. Ready? They are coming like lions. 25 at 1, 25 at 2. It's a final call coming in. 30, Backyard Stars have risen up. They're coming from backyard. 30 at 1, 30 at 2. And it's a final call coming in at 30. Sold Mr. Shivanshu Shaw. Sold at 30 points to Backyard Stars. At 30 points sold. Backyard Stars sold at 30 points Shivanshu Shaw.
Next up, number 19.
Number 19.
90. 90.
90. Aman Singhi. Fireworks. Lot of fireworks expected. Yeah. From all format, in every way. Okay, can we have a bid? 20. That's a too small bid. 50. 40. 40. 45. Heritage Tiger, 45 at 1. 50. 50 at 1. 55 Heritage Tiger. 60. Lagan Line, 60 at 1. 60 at 2. 65 Salika at 1. 70. 70. Backyard at 70 at 1. 70 at 2. It's a final call. 75, 80, 80. Lagan Lines are out there. 85 Backyards. You're getting capped. 85 at 1. 85 at 2. I'm coming up with the final call. At 85, it's Backyard Stars holding at 85. Aman Songhi. 90. Salika doing too much of calculation. 90 at 1. 90 at 2. 95, 100. 100 by Tigers. 100 at 1. 100 at 105. Backyard Stars at 105 at 1. 105 at 2. 105, it's a final call coming in. 105, sold. Aman Sundhi gone at 105. Crosses a mark of a ton. 100. 105 to Backyard Stars. Aman Sundhi sold at 105 points to Backyard Stars. We move on with the next number.
Number 22.
Number 22, Akshat Khempka of BRC, not available from 30th Jan till 4th February. Akshat Khempka of BRC, any bid? He's not available from 30th till 4th of Feb. Any bid for him? 20. 20. PS Rhino 25. Blasters sitting at 25 at 1. 25 at 2. 30. 30 at 2. It's a final call. 30 sold. Sold Mr. Akshat Khempka at 30 points to PS Rhino of BRC. He sold at 30 points.
Next up, number 14.
After one number. Ajay Budhrani of CPC. He's an all-rounder. Anybody bidding for this gentleman? Mr. Ajay Budhrani of Punjab Club. Anybody bid? Any bid? No, he goes unsold. We're going to take a halt a minute. We're going to show them their points table so they're well aware how much they have in their kitty. Just remember, still under 23 category to come up where it's mandatory for all teams to buy 2 players minimum. So please save your kitty for the young guns, please. Okay, now we start with this. Can we move on, please? Okay, Backyard Stars have bought 13 players. They're holding on to their precious 245 points. They're holding on 245 points, 3 players to buy. Bojangal Blasters, 160. They have been sitting quietly at 160. They still have to buy 5 players. They move on to Salika Challengers, 530 points, a huge big kitty with still 8 players to buy. There's something big in mind. Heritage Tigers, 545 points spent, 455 still in their kitty. Can you hold on, please? Can you hold on, not change it? 455 points still in their kitty. They need to buy 7 players. 455 points by still Heritage Tigers holding on. Can we move on to Lagan Lions, please? 800 points they have spent. They need to buy 5 players. They have 200 points. PS Rhinos, 765 points spent, 7 players to buy, 235 points in their kitty, PS Rhino. Well, Dronacharya will be guiding them. RSH Blasters, 155 points in their kitty, 845 spent, 6 players still to buy with 155 points. We move on to Trio Tornadoes. They have spent 830 points. They have 170 points. 7 players still to be bought by Trio Tornadoes with 170 points. Gentlemen, we move on. Still quite a few numbers left to come up in the category where we can still see some fireworks. Just a moment, please. Yep, just a moment. Okay, we are moving on. The next number, please.
Next number is 73.
Number 73. Pratim Ghosh Dastidar.
73.
No, it's not done. 73 is not done. This is Pratim Ghosh Dastidar. Is a CSC player, a regular member of CSC squad, features in regularly in all the matches. Any bid for this gentleman, Pratim Ghosh Dastidar. Okay, 20. Blasters have started with 20, bid 1, 20 at bid 2. It's a final call. It's a final call coming in. 25. Lagan Lions, 25 at 1, 25 at 2 Lagan Lions. It's a final call for Pratim Ghosh Dastidar at 25 points. 25, 30. 30 by Tornadoes. 30 at 1, 30 at 2, 30 at 2. It's a final call. 30 sold. Mr. Pratim Ghosh Dastidar sold at 30 points to Team Trio Tornadoes.
Next up, we have number 77.
Number 77, Rahul Kedia of BRC. He's a captain of BRC teams, features in a lot of matches for them. He's been captain for almost about 2 years. Any bid coming in for Mr. Rahul Kedia? I see 20 by Lagan Lions. At 20 at the first call, 25 by Heritage Tigers, 25 at 1, 25 at 2, 30 Lagan Lions, 30 at 1, 30 at 2. It's a final call coming, gentlemen. Any bid at 30, 35. I request to be bit fast. Like the way you hit 6s, we need you to be fast. 35. 35 by Blasters, RSH Blasters, 35 at 1, 35 at 2. It's a final call. 35 sold at 35. Rahul Kedia, captain of BRC team, 35 point goes to RSH Blasters. We move on with the next player, please.
Number 23.
Number 23, Vijender Singh of DI. He's a new lad joining the DI squad, has been playing for more than a year and a half in DI, has been performing pretty recently. Any bid for this gentleman, Vijender Singh? Any bid? 20. 20. Heritage Tigers, 20 at the first call, 20 at second call. It's a final call coming in for Vijender Singh of DI. Sold at a 20, a very good buy. At 20 points, Vijender Singh of DI. Two Heritage Tigers. At 20 points, Vijender Singh of DI at 20 points. Next number, please.
Number 7.
Number 7, lucky for Shivam Arora of Punjab Club. Any bid for Mr. Arora, Shivam Arora of Punjab Club? 20, 25, Salika, they believe in numerology. They're going with the numerological number. 25, 30. Lagan lines are moving in at 30. Another believer of numerological number. 30. Number at 30 points, they are holding number 7, Shivam Arora. 35, Salika. 40, Lagan line at 1. 40 at 2. 45, PS Rhinos. 45 at 1. 45 at 2 is going to be a final call. 50, Lagan lines 50 at 1. 50 at 2. Are we hitting him at 50 at a half century? 50, sold. He sold Shivam Arora, number 7 of Punjab Club, sold to Lagan lines at 50 points. Sold at 50 points. Can we have the next number?
85.
Number 85, Vishal Kapoor of Punjab Club. Big hitter. Any bid for him? Has been playing for almost about 7-8 years for Punjab Club. Any bid for the gentleman? I see no bid coming in for Mr. Kapoor. Goes unsold.
Number 20.
Number 20, Sailesh Arya. Well, he's a drafted man with a big smile, sitting on the computer, doing all his calculation, being sure his mathematic calculations are good. Next number, please.
Number 13.
Number 13, lucky for some, unlucky for some. We go with 13, Raghav Agarwal of BRC. Any bid for Mr. Raghav Agarwal? 20, 20, 25, 30, 30 by 30, Heritage Tiger, 30 at 1. 35, 40, Lagan lines 40, Lagan 40, 45 PS, 50, Lagan lines at 50 at 1, 50 at 2, 55, 60, 60, Lagan line 60 at 1, Lagan line 60 at 2, 65, Rhino 70, 70, Lagan line 75, Backyard Stars, they're coming in fast, 75 at 1, 75 at 2, that's the final call, 80, Lagan lines roaring, 80 at 1, 80 at 1. Do they hold points, please? Yes. 85. Just a moment. He had a question in between. I had to answer him. Hold on, please. I'm aware I was good. He had a question. He interrupted me. So I had to answer Sanish. Yeah, they have points. But they need 4 players. Yeah, they have points. They are keeping a tab here, gentlemen. They are keeping a tab. You are good. You are good at 80. They can bid up to 90, gentlemen. There should not be any confusion. My teammates are helping me out. I have able young people here helping me out. At 85. At 85. 1 or 90, Rhinos are letting it go. 90 at 1, 90 at 2, it's a final call coming in. 95, 95 by Backyard Stars at 1, 95 at 2, 100, 100 has been hit by Rhino. 100 at 1, 105, Backyard Stars 105 at 1, at 105 at 2, it's a final call at 105, 105 sold. Mr. Raghav Agarwal sold at 105 to Team Backyard Stars, at 105 to Backyard Stars, Raghav Agarwal. Gentlemen, we have a very able people sitting with me who are assisting me in points, so he is keeping a tab on it. So request, please listen to them. They're keeping me updated. Thank you. Thank you.
Next up, the magical year, 83.
Oh, he says it's a magical year. Indeed, it was a magical year. It was a magical year, but he's already done a magic. He's gone. Okay, we move on with the next number.
Number 79.
That's black and white. Sorry?
Number 79.
Number 79, Kaushik Chatterjee of Calcutta Club. Any bid for the gentleman? We have to see some Calcutta Club players to go. Well, Ronnie is being generous. 20. Calculator will know about it. 20. At 20 at 1, 20 at 2, 25. 25 by Lagan lines at 1, 25 at 2, 30. He's going slow? Yeah, he can afford to go slow. He's allowed to go slow. 30 at 1, 30 at 2. It's a final call. 30 sold. 30 sold Mr. Kaushik Chatterjee to Bojangles at 30 points. Next number please.
Number 49.
Number 49. Divyanshu Shah of Tollyganj Club. He's a bowler. Anybody in need of bowler can bid for him. Divyanshu Shah of Tollyganj Club. He's a bowler. Any bid coming in for Divyanshu Shah? I see no bid coming in. Please, he goes unsold.
Next up, number 39.
Number 39, Sahil Wadhwa of Saturday Club. I see now few placards coming up of Saturday Club. Sahil Wadhwa. Well, I knew it. It was coming up 20 at 1, 20 at first call, 25 Tigers at 2, 25 second call. Is going to be a final call at 25. I see nobody raising a placard. 25 sold. Sold at 25 points to Heritage Tiger. Sahil Wadhwa goes at 25 points to Tigers. The next number.
61.
Number 61. Nikhil Chawla of Punjab Club, another all-rounder. Any bid coming up for Punjab Club? There are quite a few Punjab Club players. Okay, 20. 20 by Salika, 25 by Lagan lines, 25 at 1, 25 at 2, 30. Mr. Handa bids 30. He's been a member of Punjab Club squad also at 30. He's bidding him at 30 at 1, 30 at 2. It's a final call coming at 30. 30 sold. Mr. Nikhil Chawla of Punjab Club sold at 30 points to RSH Blasters. Gone at 30 points.
Next up, big name, number 54.
Number 54. Aditya Gupta. That's the man who's been working tirelessly, keeping me awake till midnight, burning my lamp, making sure that something comes up for Mr. Aditya Gupta. We cannot let him go like that. 20. Salika honors him with 20 points. 20 at 1, 20 at 2. It's a final call coming in for Mr. Gupta. Sold. He goes to his own teammate, Mr. Zafar, at 20. I see two smiling faces. 20 sold. Mr. Gupta sold at 20.
Next up,
20. He goes sold at 20 points to team Salika. 2-0. At 2-0, Mr. Aditya Gupta sold to Salika. You want a 10% discount? We'll surely give you. We'll give you there. When you score runs, we'll take their 10%.
next up 43.
Number 43, Aman Agarwal of Ccfc, available from 19 Jan onwards. That's what he's written. Okay, now, he's an all-rounder. Any bid for Mr. Aman Agarwal of Ccfc? We have quite few Aman playing in this tournament. So anybody bidding for Mr. Aman Agarwal? I see no bid. He goes unsold. The next number, please. Number 96. Number 96. Number 96. Can we have number 96, please, on the screen being displayed? Number 96. Prasoon Pallav of Ccfc. He's an all-rounder. Any bid for Mr. Prasoon Pallav? I see no bid coming. Mr. Prasoon Pallav goes unsold. Mr. Prasoon Pallav unsold. Can we move on with the next number, please? The next number. Number 62. Mr. Abhishek Kapoor of Tollyganj Club. He's an all-rounder. Anybody bidding for Mr. Abhishek Kapoor of Tollyganj Club? Any bid for him? 20. Heritage Tigers bid at 20 for Mr. Abhishek Kapoor. 20 points for the first call. We're moving towards the second call. Sold at 20 points. Mr. Abhishek Kapoor of Tollyganj to Heritage Tigers at 20 points. Mr. Abhishek Kapoor. The next number, please. Number 93. Number 93, Raghu Damani. Can put a lot of pressure on umpires with his appealing. Can really put a lot of pressure on umpires. Worth having him. Anybody, any bid for Mr. Damani? Any bid for Raghu Damani? I see no bid. Oh, there, one bid. Coming for 20 points at 1, 20 points at a second call. With nobody else bidding. It's sold. Mr. Raghu Damani sold at 20 points to Lagan Lions. At 20 points. The next number, please. Number 4040, Yashwardhan Birla. He's a good bowler. Any bid? Any bid for Mr. Yashwardhan Birla? 20, Heritage 20, 25 Salika, 30 Tigers, 30, 35 Lagan Lions, 40 Salika, 40, 45 Tigers, 50, 50 Salika at 1, 50 at 2, Salika, it's a final call coming in, 55, Heritage Tiger 55 at 1, 60, Salika at 60 at 1, Salika 60 at 2, it's a final, 65 Rhino, 70 by Tiger, 75 by Salika, 75 at 1, 75 at 2, 80 Tigers, 80, 85 Salika, 85 at 1, 85 at 2, 90, the Lions have roared at 90, big roar, Tigers also fighting it out, 95, 100 by challengers, 105, Tigers, 105, 110 challengers, 115 Tigers, 120, 125 Tigers, 130 Salika, 135 Tigers, 135, 140 Salika, 140 at 1, 145 Tigers, 150 Salika, 155 Tigers, 160 Salika at 160, 165 Tigers at 1, 165 at 1, 170 Salika at 175 Tigers at 1, 180 Salika, 180 at 1, 185 Tigers, 185 at 1, 185, 190 Salika calling him on at 119 to the team. Any bid, it's a 190, it's a final call. It's a final call at 190 points sold. Mr. Yashwardhan Birla sold at 190 points to Team Salika Challenger, 190 points. Okay, can we have the next number, please? 105. Mr. Shantanu Tiwari. Old hands at cricket, at many sports. A true sports person, worth having in your team for minimal. Any bid for Mr. Tiwari at a minimal point? I see nobody, or 20. I see PS Rhino bidding him at 20. 20 at first call, 20 at second call. He's sold at 20 points. Mr. Shantanu Tiwari sold at 20 points to Team PS Rhinos at 20 points. We move on with the next number, please. Number 8080. Oh, the man, the big roll for this man. We'll reserve him next year. We'll certainly reserve him. We'll start with 1,000 for him. For next year. Okay, you booked in advance 1,000. Thank you. Next number, please. 102. Amit Agarwal, very enthusiastic cricketer. Always wants to participate in cricket tournaments. Always. Any bid for Amit Agarwal? 20, 25, both Saturday Club back people are backing him up. 25 holding on RSH Blasters. 25 at 1, 25 at 2, sold at 25 points, Mr. Amit Agarwal to RSH Blasters. Okay, we move on with the next number, please. Number 21. Well, you're going to see lots of sixes. Worth starting for him. Problem with him, 21st Jan to 1st Feb, non-availability. A good, valuable player in team. Has been raining sixes for RCGC, taken RCGC team to miles. Any bid for Mr. Pranav Jatia? 20, 25. 25 by PS Rhinos at 1, 25, 30. Trio are going at 30 at 1, 35, 40. Salika at 40, 40 at 1, 40 at 2, any bid? 45. PS Rhinos 45 at 1, 45 at 2, 50, 55, Lagan lines at 55, 55 at 1, 55 at 2, 60, Rhinos at 60 at 1, 60 at 2, 65, Lagan line 65 at 1, Lagan line 60, 70, 70p, 75 Lagan line, 75 at 1, 75 at 2, 80, 80 at Rhino, 85 Lagan lines, 85 at 1, 85 at 2, 90, 90 at 1, 95, are you bidding at 95? No, at 90. A very good buy at 90 points, sold to Team PS Rhino, Mr. Pranav Jatia. You're going to see a lot of sixes coming in from this gentleman. A lot of sixes are going to be rolling by him. Well done. Thank you. We move on to the next number. Okay, we will check the points again for everybody to know, each one of you, how fat kitty you'll hold. 90. He's gone at 90 points to Team PS Rhino. Mr. Pranav Jatia gone at 90 points to PS Rhino. Now we're going to read out the points table for you. Okay, we are ready to start with. We start with Backyard Stars, 140. They cannot buy any more players. They're going to be a good spectator watching for the young guns to come up. They cannot buy any more. Bojangle Blast, they have 140 points left. They cannot buy any more in the open category. They can only buy 2 more players in the under 23 category now. I request everybody to be silent at the back so you can hear what I'm saying, please. The next team is Bojangle Blasters. They have spent 905 points, 95 points.
Number 4 and number 12.
What was the name of the play? I think I might have.
Kaushik Chatterjee.
Yeah, that was Kaushik Chatterjee. He's right.
So you did not get, like, you have 12 players right now. You have 12 players right now.
Yeah, I have 30.
No, you're saying that,
Karan Ahuja should be Kaushik Chatterjee for 25.
Yes, you're right. 30. It's for 30. He's right. Please change it. Okay. So now you have 130 points in your kitty, Bojangles, and can we have that clear, please? Yeah, just give him a minute, please. Sure. Are we ready with them? Okay. Bojangles have 130. They need to buy 4 more players. So in the open category, they can buy only 2 because they have to reserve the point for 2 players coming up in under 20. Minimum 40 points should be in your kitty to buy 2 players in the under. We have 17 players. So 1 player could go unsold in under 23 category. You're correct? Are they right? Thank you. Okay, so now we move on to Salika Challengers. 680 points they have spent. They have bought 10 players. They can buy 4 more players in open category and 2 in the under 23 category. They have still a good purse holding of 3. Can we have less people speaking at the back, please? Thank you. Okay, Salika Challengers have spent 680 points. They have bought 10 players. They can buy 4 more in open category. They have 320 points still in their kitty. They're holding on to good number of points. Heritage Tigers, 610 points spent. 390 points Heritage Tigers hold in their kitty. They can buy 2 more in open category. They have to buy total 4 players. Okay, we move on to Lagan Lions. They can buy only 1 player, Lagan Lions, in open category. They have 130 points. They need to buy 3 more players. PS Rhinos have bought 11 players. They have only 125 points, PS Rhino. And you can buy only 3 players in open category, no more than that. We move on to RSH Blasters. They can buy only 1 player in open category, which they If they want, they can buy one more, as we have 17 players in under 23. They're left with paltry amount of 65 only in the kitty. We move on to Trio Tornadoes. They have bought 10 players, 140 points in the kitty. They can buy 4 more players in an open category. Sorry? They have bought 10 players, they need to buy 6 more, so they can buy only 4 in the open category. I'm going correct. They have to buy 2 compulsory from the open, so I'm going correct. They have 140 points still in the kitty. Are we good, gentlemen? Can we have less sound at the back, please? Thank you. Yeah, so we're clear. Now we move on to the final round. Just a moment, please. Okay. Okay, we are ready now with the number, please. Number 97, Rohit Honda. Rohit Honda allowed road next year. Again, we'll wait for him. Next number, please. Number 36. Very sensible buy. A very sensible batsman bowler. I'm not promoting RCGC. I'm talking with a first-hand experience. Current captain of team RCGC, 20, Salika challenges 20 at 1. He's led RCGC into many victories suddenly. 20 at 1, 20 at 2. It's coming to a final call. Sold at 20 points. Mr. Vishesh Agarwal sold at 20 points to Salika challenges. A good buy at 20 points. Sold. Okay, the next number.
98.
Number 98.
No, you told 89 by mistake, it was not 98. 89, by mistake you told 89. It was 98 is not sold, 98 is come right.
98 has come now, he said it by mistake. Okay, number 98 is Cyril Bruce Lindsay of Ccfc. He's a bowler. Anybody for Mr. Lindsay? Any bidding for Mr. Lindsay? I see no bid. Mr. Lindsay goes unsold. Unsold. Mr. Lindsay unsold.
Number 3.
Number 3. Yash Goel of Tollyganj Club, a great cricket enthusiast. Young kid, can really bowl, slow and pretty decent bowler. A pretty decent bowler to have in your team. He's a Tollyganj young kid from Tolly. A good bowler. Mr. Yash Goel. Any bid for Mr. Yash Goel? I see no bid coming from Mr. Yash Goel. Goes unsold. Okay, we move on to the next number, please.
76.
Number 76. Pushpa Saurav Biswas of Kolkata, of Calcutta Club. Pushpa Saurav Biswas, 20. 20 by Heritage Tiger, 20 at 1, 25 Salika at 1, 30. 30 Tigers 30 at 1, 30 at 2, 35 Salika, 40. 40 Tigers 40 at 1, 40 at 2. Any bid? 45 Lagan, 50 Salika, 50 at 1, 55 Tigers, 55, 60, 60 Lagans at 1, 60 at 2, 65 Salika, 70, 70 Heritage Tiger at 1, 75, 75 at 1, 75 at 2, Lagan line 75, 80, 80 Salika, 80 Salika at 1, 80, 85, 85, 90, 90 Tigers at 1, 90 Tigers at 1, 90, 95 Salika at 1, 95 Salika at 2. It's a final call coming at 95. 100 for Pushpa Saurav Biswas. 105 by Salika at 1, 105 at 1, 105 at 2, 105, 110, 110 for Pushpa Saurav, 115 by Salika at 1, 115 at 2. It's a final call coming in, gentlemen, at 115, 120. Salika at 120 at 1, 125. Salika at 125. Tigers at 130. Trying to go for a kill at 130 for 1, 130 at 2. It's a final call coming, 135, 140. 140 by Tiger, 145 by Salika, 150 by Tigers. Tigers are going for a kill at 150. 150 at 1, 150 at 2. It's a final call coming in at 150 sold. Mr. Pushpa Saurav Biswas, I just overheard what a buy. Yes, must have been a good buy at 150 points. 150 sold to Heritage Tigers. Can we move on to the next number, please? Number 24. Prashant Malhotra of Saturday Club. Young gun 20. 25, Lagan Lines 25 at 1, Lagan Lines 25 to 30, Tigers at 30 at 1, 30 at 2, 30 at 2, it's a final call coming in for Prashant Malhotra at 30, 35, Lagan Line, Salika at 35 at 1, 35 at 2, it's a final call at 35, sold. He sold at 35 points, Mr. Prashant Malhotra to Team Salika Challengers at 35 points. Can we move on with the next number, please?
111.
100. 110, the last number. Vaibhav Gupta, wicketkeeper, batsman, vociferous, any bit for him. If you're short still of a wicketkeeper, you could go for him. Any bit, okay, 20, Tornadoes have woken up. 20 at 1, 20 at 2. It's a final call coming in for Vaibhav Gupta. 20, they bought a wicketkeeper at 20 points. Vaibhav Gupta of RCGC sold at 20 points to Team Trio Tornadoes at 20 points. Can we have the next number, please? Number 50. He is not available. Unfortunately, day before yesterday, while playing a match, he was very, very badly injured. He's been hospitalized. We wish him speedy recovery. We move on to the next one. Number 26. Rohit Sanyal, DI, firing gun of DI team. Blaster from DI. Tall guy, tall and a huge build guy. Any bid for him? Big sports person from DI. Won the colors of DI2 in sports. Any bid for Rohit Sanyal? I see no bid coming from him. Goes unsold, the gentleman. The next number. Number 69. Sunil Agarwal of Ccfc. Any bid for Mr. Sunil Agarwal? Can I see any bid for Mr. Sunil Agarwal? I see no bid. The gentleman goes unsold. The next number, please. Number 15, 1515. Sean Kapoor of CCNFC. Staring at you owners, raring you to go for him. 20, Rhinos at 20. 25, Lagan Line start their count with 25 at 1, 25 at 2. It's a final call coming in at 25. At 25 sold. Mr. Sean Kapoor of CCFC sold at 25 points to Lagan Lines. Lagan Lines have to close their quota of buying any more players. You can rest, wait for the young guns to come, chill out, enjoy the journey. Next one, please. 108, number 108. Liam Bain, at the last minute entry. Dashing guy. Available till 12th of Feb. He's an all-rounder, he's a CCC guy. 20, Rhino start with 20. 20 at 1, 20, 25, RSH Blasters, 25 at 1, 30, Rhinos move on to 30 at 1 for Liam Bain. 30 at 1, 30 at 2 is going to be a final call. At 30, sold. You were slow. I said it was a final call. 30 sold. Liam Bain at 30 points sold to PS Rhinos at 30 sold. The next number, please. Number 107. Colonel Anubhav Thapa. All-rounder, but a fast bowler, a genuine fast bowler. Any bid, you need fast bowlers, you can bid for, okay, 20, they need fast. 25, Tornadoes, like with their speed, they need also a fast bowler. 25 at 1, 25 at 2, it's going to be a final call at 25. It's sold. Colonel Anubhav Thapa of the Defence Service goes 25 points sold to Team Trio Tornadoes. I see Mr. Kulkarni pretty relaxed. He's enjoying his teammate. Okay, we move on to the next number, please. Number 74, Jahan Mehta. Good sports person from CCFC, plays multiple sports, pretty athletic. Any bid for Mr. Mehta? Athletic gentleman, I see no bid coming in for him. The last number, number 84, Mr. Bahari. You come last, but you come, and you really are there, Mr. Bahari. 20, Lagan lines 25, Lagan cannot bid. 25, Salika 25, 30 Tigers at 1, 35 Salika, 40 Tigers, 45 Salika, 50 Tigers, 55 Salika, 60 Tigers. You cannot bid. 60, can he bid? Yeah, can he bid? Hold on, just, yeah, 60, 65, 65 at 1, 70, 70, 75 Tigers, 80 Salika, 80 at 1 Salika for Mr. Bari, 80 at 1, 85. Tigers 85 at 1, 90 at 1, 95 Tigers, 100, he's touched 100, Mr. Bari touches 100, 100 at 1, 100 at 2, it's going to be a final call. Gentlemen, it's going to be a final call. Can we have Tigers 105 at 1, 110 at 1, 110 at 2, it's going to be 115 at 1, 115 at 120, Salika at 120. He's the last number come out, but they are fighting it out with whatever they have in the kitty. 120 at 1, 120 at 2. It's a final call, Tigers. It's a final call coming in, Tigers. They're holding at 120. I see they're not raising their hand. So it's a final call. I request you all to be please silent at the back. Please, the auction is in process. Please, it is disturbing to other owners. 120 at 1, 120 a second call, sold. Mr. Bahari goes to his home team, Salika Challengers, at 120 points. 120 point, Mr. Bahari into team Salika Challengers. Now we are going to do the point. Can we have no noise at the back, please, because owners are getting disturbed here in the front. Okay, now we're going to show you your points table and we're going to tell you who can buy. Okay, now backyard stars have 140. They cannot buy any more players in open category. Bojangle Blasters can buy 2 players. They have 130 in their kitty from open category, 2 players only. Salika Challengers have 145 points. They can buy only 1 player from open category with 145 points in their kitty. Only 1 player. Heritage Tigers can buy only 1 player and they have a whooping amount of 240 points in their kitty. Heritage Tiger with a whooping amount. Okay, now we move on to Lagan Lines. They cannot buy any more players. They have 105 points. They have to buy from open category. And the under 23 category, they cannot buy anybody from open category. We move on to PS Rhinos. Can we have silence, please? Some kind of silence, please. Okay. 905 points have been used by PS Rhinos. They can buy only 2 players from the open category. 95 points PS Rhinos have in their kitty. We move on to RSH Blasters. They can buy only 1 player in open category. They have 65 points. 1 player they can afford to buy. Trio Tornadoes have 95 points in their kitty. They can buy only 2 players. 95 points in your kitty. You have spent 905 points. You have spent 905 points. You bought
25.
Colonel Anubhav Thapa. It's exactly, because you see this is an automated calculation being done on the Excel sheet.
The sum is 905 at the bottom.
So you have spent, are we clear, Mr. Nandi? Can we have silence? I've been requesting time and time again.
Solve their dilemma and then I'll move up.
Guys, at the back, please keep silent. I ask you to move out now. Please. Thank you.
I don't expect this, please, because it's a serious process going on. The bidding for players, at least show some respect to team owners. You're going to be one of the players in their team, guys. Thanks. Okay, so 900, we are going to show it back again to you so you're aware, and I'm going to re-say the whole thing again. Okay, can we start again from beginning, please? Okay, backyard stars cannot buy any more players in open category. 140 points in their kitty. 2 players they will have to buy from under 23. Bojangal Blasters can buy 2 players from open category. They have 130 points. Salika Challengers can buy 1 player in the open category. They have 145 points. Heritage Tiger can afford to buy 1 player and they have a whopping amount of 240 points in the kitty. We move on to the next number. The next number, please. 5 Lagan Lions, 105. They cannot buy anybody from open category. They have to buy 2 more players from under 23 category. We move on to PS Rhinos. They can buy 2 players from open category, 95 points in their hand. RSH Blaster can buy only 1 player from open category, 65 points in their hand. Trio Tornadoes can buy 2 players from open category, 95 points in their hand. Are we all good now to move on? And expect some silence, please, because we're coming to the last stage. After that, we all can have a blast. Okay, we're ready for the next stage, please. Yeah, we're going in for the unsold players, so you can have a look at them since we have only 17 and under 23. So 2 per team will be 16, 1 only will be an odd one out. Yes. Open first, that's right. We're going first through the unsold in the open category. Okay, can we start please with the number? Number 82. Anurava Bhattacharya of Toliganj Club, not available on Saraswati Puja Day. Any bid for the gentleman? He specified. Any bid? There is no bid. He goes unsold second time. Okay, can we move on? Number 81, Mr. Manish Bagga of Punjab Club. Mr. Manish Bagga of Punjab Club. Any bid for the gentleman? I see no bid for Mr. Manish Bagga. Goes unsold. Number 28, Kunal Gupta of CCFC. He's a batter. Any bid for Mr. Kunal Gupta of CCFC? Is there any bid? He goes unsold. In the 3rd round, there will be a forcible drafting. After we finish the junior, we will be doing a forcible drafting. There will be no option for bidding. We'll just pick up the numbers randomly and put them in your team. Since we have only 17 players in the under 23 category. So to avoid a forcible drafting, you can bid now, utilize your point and finish off your quota of open players. Okay, nobody buys Mr. Kunal Gupta, he goes unsold. We move on to the next number. Number 43. Number 43, please. Mr. Aman Agarwal, available from 19 Jan onwards. Mr. Aman Agarwal, he remains unsold. He is in a 2nd round. Yeah. They know about it. Aman Agarwal, anybody bidding for him? Yeah. Now after this, if these players go unsold, I explain it again, we will move on to the open category. There are only 17 numbers there. So 2 go per team. Under 23, that's what I'm saying. Let me complete please. In under 23, there are only 17 players left. 17 players in that category. So 2 per team is mandatory. So there will be 1 odd one. Just let me complete please. There are questions being asked by the owner. Let me answer his query so that he is aware of what's going on. So you will buy 2 from under Because these would be the same people asking me the question again and again. I don't mind repeating. I come with a lot of patience. That's been my virtue. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So 17 players in under 23. 2 per team, 8 into 2, 16. Only one will go unsold. But rest of the unsold player, you need to buy them now. In case you decide not to buy them, we will be forcibly drafting them after the completion of under 23. Randomly we will be drafting them. You cannot bid at that time. We will just pick up those chips and we will see which team alphabetically we'll start from Backyard Stars, move on to Bojangles, move on to Salika, move on to Heritage Tigers. We'll keep moving it alphabetically. Any question now, please?
Now we have to keep 2020 in our budget.
For 40, yeah, for the,
Suppose you have 3 players left, you have to have at least 60 in your budget.
yeah, yes, that's it. Thank you Ronnie. Thank you for understanding. Okay, now with Mr. Aman Agarwal, any bidding for the gentleman for Aman Agarwal? I see nobody bidding for him. We move on. Number 94, Mr. Anil Bansan, a CCFC regular. Any bidding? No bidding. Goes unsold. Next one, number 46, Mr. Gautam Mohan of CCNFC. He's a bowler. Any bid for Mr. Gautam Mohan? I see no bid coming for Mr. Gautam Mohan. Goes unsold. Number 38, Mr. Harshvardhan Sharma. I wouldn't want to comment, otherwise I'll have my friend saying promoting RCGC. I keep silence. He's up for a bid. Not available on 29th, 31st and 4th. Available. Okay, no bid. Goes unsold. Number 89, Mr. Anand Neotia. He's sold. Isn't he sold? Sorry, it's 68. He's a young guy. Can make a mistake. It's okay. We'll look on. 68. Zubin Mehta of CCFC and Tolly. Any bid for Mr. Zubin Mehta? Played excellent, some good tennis. I saw him playing last month. Any bid for him? I don't know about his cricket, but okay. So I see no bid. Goes unsold. Next bid, please. Number 55, 5 and 5, 55. Mr. Abhinav Khetri. Mr. Abhinav Khetri. Any bid for Mr. Abhinav Khetri? No. A slow arm bowler. Last match took 3 wickets for 18 runs. Got us to semi-finals at 20. 20 PS Rhinos, 20 at 1, 20 at 2. It's a final call coming for Mr. Abhinav Khetri. At 20 points, Mr. Abhinav Khetri sold. He was the man of the match in the last match that RCG. Yeah, he sold at 20 points to PS Rhino, Abhinav Khetri. Okay, now we move on to the next player, please. Number 58, Vivek Bodla, CCNFC. 20, PS Rhino bids him at 20 at 1, 20 at 2. PS Rhino still holding him at 20, sold. He sold at 20 points to PS Rhino. Mr. Vivek Bodla sold at 20 points to PS Rhino. We move on the next number. Number 96, Prasoon Pallav of CCNFC, an all-rounder. Great whiskers. Any bid for the gentleman with the whisker? I see nobody bidding for him. Goes unsold. We move on with the next number, please. Number 49. Divyansha of Tollyganj Club. Any bid for Mr. Divyansha? Anybody bidding for the gentleman of Tolly Club? No bid. Goes unsold. Number 47. Gaurav Kumar of CCFC. Any bid for Mr. Gaurav Kumar of CCFC? I see no bid coming for the gentleman. Goes unsold in the second round. Number 3. Yash Goel, great cricket interest. Okay, we have somebody bidding for him. RSH Blasters at 20 holding him. Anybody here to outbid RSH? I see nobody. 20 at 1, 20 at 2, sold. Mr. Yash Goel sold at 20 points. A keen cricketer sold at 20 points to team RSH Blasters, Yash Goyal. We move on to the next number. Number 106. Mr. Sanjay Agarwal, any bid for Mr. Sanjay Agarwal? No bid. I see no bid for Mr. Sanjay Agarwal. He goes sold. Unsold. I'm sorry, he goes unsold. Number 26. Rohit Sanyal, as I said, big built, tall, sporty, from DI, performs pretty well for DI in many sports, not only cricket but in a lot of sports. Any bid for the gentleman, Rohit Sanyal. One last look at him, goes unsold. Number 98, Cyril Bruce Lindsay. Any bid for Mr. Lindsay? Okay, he goes unsold. You bid? Okay. Tornadoes bid at... Anybody to outbid Tornadoes? I see nobody outbidding. So he's drafted at 20 points into Team Tornadoes. Mr. Lindsay for 20 points into Team Tornadoes. We move on. Number 14, 1 and 4, 14. Ajay Budhrani. Mr. Ajay Budhrani of Punjab Club. He's an all-rounder. Any bid for this young lad? I see no bid. Goes unsold. Next number, please. Number 48. Anshul Chauhan. Regular at CCFC, Tally. Pretty regular there. Any bid for the gentleman Anshul Chauhan? I see no bid. Goes unsold. You bid 20? Okay. Butchangles, any outbid for Butchangles? Anybody wants to outbid him? Nobody. Goes at 20 points. Mr. Anshul Chauhan of Tollyganj Club at 20 points to Butchangles Blasters at 20 points. The next one, please. Number 100. Lieutenant Colonel Vinay Varghese, the defenseman, the serviceman. Any bid for the gentleman? For Lieutenant Colonel Varghese, any bid? No bid. Goes unsold. Number 92, any bid for the number 92? Shomit Ghosh, look at this stance. Can charm you. Any bid? I see nobody wants to bid for him. Goes unsold. The next one, please. Number 66. Click the 6 as they say in Housie. 66. Any bid for Sorobos of Tollyganj Club? He's a batter. You need batsman? 20. Okay. Bhujangal needs one more additional batsman. 20 at 1, 20 at 2, sold. Sold. Bhujangals have completed their quota of buying open players. They're going to cruise through now. Okay. 20 points gone. Number 85. Number 85. Vishal Kapoor. Worth buying. Even in the dying moments of the auction, he's worth buying at 20 points. Any bid for Mr. Kapoor? I see no bid. He goes unsold. Mr. Kapoor goes unsold. Number 74. Jahan Mehta, pretty athletic gentleman. Very athletic, fit and fittest. Any bid for Mr. Mehta? I see no bid. Goes unsold. Number 69. Number 69, Mr. Sunil Agarwal. Reminds us of yesteryear cricketer. Number 69, Mr. Sunil Agarwal. Going unsold. We are done. Now we will rerun again through the points table to see if anybody is unsold. Then we will not wait for that. We will start with under 23 and then we will do the forcible drafting from this category. Yeah, so we move on to the other category, but before we move on, we'll tell you, no, we will do it later, the forcible drafting. Yeah, we need to finish the under 23 category. Okay, can we see the next now? Okay, backyard stars, can I have an attention please? All the owners, it's a humble request. Just pay attention here and no noise at the back. It's a humble request. 140 points, they still have in their kitty, they need to buy 2 players from the under 23 category. Bojangles have 90 points, they will buy 2 players from under 23 category. Salika have 145. I did say please, okay, no problem. You can buy 2 more players, but you need to buy from under 23. Salika have 145 points in their kitty. They, one second, I'm just coming to that. They have 145. They can buy 1 player from open category. They have to buy 2 from under 23. We move on to Heritage Tiger. They have 240 points. They will be gunning for under 23 category. They can buy only 1 player in open category, 2 from under 23. We move on to the next. Yeah, or you can buy all 3. Minimum, let me explain him, gentlemen, give me a chance to explain him. Give me a chance, please. Ashish, I will answer your question. You have to buy minimum 2, 8 into 2, which I explained to you over the phone in the afternoon. We spoke about it. You have 17 in this total count. 1 will be extra, so they can buy 3. And they can fill up their quota. No, they cannot pick 4. They can only pick 3. Yeah, so they have saved their kitty. No, that's been pre-decided. They have saved their kitty. They have worked according to that Yeah, they can bid 3. Yeah, you can ask me questions. Of course, he has a right to ask questions. Let him ask questions, please. Okay, so 240 points. They can buy 3 players from open category. That's the maximum they can buy. Okay, we move on to the next. Lagan Lions, 105 points. They will buy only 2 players from under 23 category. We move on to PS Rhinos, 55. And they will buy 2 players from under 23. RSH Blasters, only 2 players. Travel Tornado, they can buy 3 players. RSH points, 45 only in their hands. 45 points. And Tornadoes can also buy 3 from that category, provided you outbid them. If you outbid them, you buy 3. Points, they have 75 points in their hand. Are we clear on that? Or do you need me to repeat it? Yeah, please ask me questions, as many questions. Please. Please.
So when you're now at the under 23 level,
Yeah.
let's say teams have 30 points left.
No, nobody will have 30 points left. You have to have 40 points left because 20 is a base point bid.
There to fill 30 points with both teams left.
Sorry?
If you have, okay, 40, if you have
40 points. 40 is minimum everybody will have in their kit.
3 teams who have 45, 55, fill 2 players.
Yeah. So they can bid maximum 25 and 20.
So let's say each one has taken 1 left 25 points.
Yeah.
Player comes out for bidding.
Yep.
All go up to 25.
That is my call. That's where I will take a call. If you read the rules and the format which I have put, that will be my call. I have already put that in advance. Yes. Okay. So are we clear? Can we move on now with the young guns? We've been making them wait for too long. They're there. Young guns are waiting behind. Yeah. Now let's move on. Come on. Let's move on fast now. Now, gentlemen, if we don't make noise and you allow me to go at my speed, I think we'll be done in next 15 minutes. If you allow me to go at my speed. Allow me to go at my speed, please. Okay. Next, move on. Number 2. Number 2, Nirvahan Mehta of CCFC. He's a batter. Any bid? Any bid for Mr. Nirvahan Mehta? No bid. Goes unsold. The first player goes unsold. The next number. Number 1, Krishav Poddar of CCFC. Any bid? Any bid? Okay, goes unsold. Goes unsold. The next one, number 8, Madhav Shah of CCFC. 20 They start with 20, 25, backyards 25, 30, 35, 35 they're holding at 35, 40, 45 backyards, 50, Salika at 50 at 1, Salika 50, 55 Tigers, 60, Lagan line 60, 65 Salika, 65 at 1, 65 at 2, 70, 70 Lagan, 75, 75 backyard, 80 Salika, 80 at 1, 80 at 2, it's the final call, 85 Lagan line, 90, 90 backyard stars at 1, 95, 95, 100, 100 Salika touching 100, 100 at 1, 100 at 2, it's the final call coming at 100, sold at 100 points, Mr. Madhav Shah, sold at 100 points. Okay, now we move on to the next number. Gentlemen, if you do not speak so much and you pay attention, it will be very easy for all of you all. Okay, can we start with the next number? Number 13. Kevin Doshi of DI. He's an all-rounder, young lad from DI. Performs pretty well. Regular performer at DI. 20. 20 at 1, Salika. 25. 25. 25, no, there's 25, 30, 35, 40, 40 Tigers. 40 Tigers holding on at 1. 70, Bojangle 70 at 1. 75. 75 backyards at 1. 75 at 2. It's a final call at 75. It's a final call coming at 75. 80. They're going to use the kitty. 80, 85. Backyards at 85. 85 at 1. 85 at 2. It's a final call. 90. 90 at 1. 95. Backyards. 90 at 1. 90 at 2. It's a final call coming at 90. 95. Tigers 100. We're touching 100 with backyards. Backyards, they are stars. They are coming up with 100 first bid, a second call at 100. It's a final call, gentlemen. It's a final call coming at 100. Sold. Sold. Mr. Kevin Doshi. It seems the young guns are drawing more applaud. At 100, Kevin Doshi sold at 100 points to backyard stars at 100 points. The next number, please. Number 11. Kinjal Basu of CCFC. Any bid for Mr. Kinjal Basu? Any bid coming in for Mr. Kinjal Basu of CCFC? No bid. 20? Ronnie, I know it's a dying moment for you. 20. Okay. 20 at 1. 20 at 2. Anybody to outbid Bojangle? 20 sold. He sold at 20. Kinjal Basu of CCFC sold at 20 points to Bojangle Blaster at 20 points. The next number, please. Number 17. Mahir Bhatia of Saturday Club. He's an 45, 25. 25 at 1. 50. The Lions have had a big jump at 50 at 1. 50 at 2. It's a final call coming. 55. Bojangle wants to 75. That's a roar of an Indian lion from the Gir. 75 at 1. 75 at 2. It's a final call. 75 at 2. Sold. He sold at 75 points. Mahir Bhatia sold to Lagan Lions at 75 points. Mahir Bhatia 75 points to Lagan Lions. The next number, please. Number 12. Akash Netrwala, again RCGC, pretty decent bowler. Any bid? Any bid from Mr. Akash Netrwala? I see nobody bidding for him, goes unsold. Number 4, Siddhant Agarwal. There's one more Siddhant which is already gone. He's from CCFC. Any bid for Siddhant Agarwal of CCFC? Gentlemen, any bid? Nobody bidding. Unsold. Number 10, the number to watch out for, Surabhi Sarkar. The legends have won that number. Could be a legend in your team in making. Any bid for Surabhi Sarkar? No bid. Goes unsold. The next number, please. Number 5, Niladri Chakraborty of Calcutta Club. Young lad from Calcutta Club. Any bid for Niladri Chakraborty? 20, 25, Salika 25, holding him at 1, 25 at 2. Any bid? 30. Tornadoes say 30 at 1, 30 at 2. Tornadoes trying to outbid Salika at 30. 40. It's a final call. It's a sold at 30 points. Mr. Niladri Chakraborty of Calcutta Club sold at 30 points to Trio Tornadoes. The next number, please. Number 16. Aditya Bagadia of DI. A new young lad joining the DI squad, has been playing regular cricket for DI. Any bid for this young lad from DI? Aditya Bagadia of DI. Any bid goes unsold. Goes unsold. The next number, please. Number 9. Vedant Gupta. He's shown as 9. He's showing his 9. Okay. 20. Right. Sorry? 30. 35. Heritage 35. 35 at 1. Heritage 40. Bojangles at 41. At 42. It's a second and it's a final call coming at 40 points. 45. Heritage Tiger 45 at 1. 45 at 2. 50. 50 is a call by Tornadoes. 50. You can't bid. You can bid. That's what I said. He can't bid. The call was towards Trio. 50. Please, we are in a process of a serious auction. Please, gentlemen. 55, they bid it 50, 60. He has 70, he can bid. Gentlemen, listen to us. We are keeping a tab on each and everything. Please, let us explain. Please, give us a chance to explain. We are keeping the tab. 60. 60 at 1, 60 at 2, sold. Sold to Bojangles. They've completed their quota. At 60, the first team to complete their quota of buying players. At 60 points. Sold. Vedant Gupta. The next number, please. Number 3. Ahan Agarwal of BRC. Any bid? 20. Heritage Tigers 20 at 1. 25 Tornado. 45? 25. Well, this 25 was already there. Hey, it was from Tornado. 30 Tigers, 35 Rhinos, 35 at 1 Rhinos, 35 Rhinos at 2, 40, Tigers 40 at 1, 40 at 2, Tigers, it's a final call for Tigers, 40 sold, he sold at 40 points, Ahan Agarwal to Team Heritage Tiger at 40 points. It's a good buy, he's a keeper, it's a good buy at 40. The next number, please. Number 15, 1-5, Ragvansh Bhimani of Ccfc, an all-rounder. Any bid for Mr. Bhimani, the young lad? 20. RSH at 21. 20 at second call. It's a final call. 25. Lagan Lines at 25-1. At 25-2. It's a final call for Lagan Lines. They're going to... Okay, sold at 25 points. 25 points to Lagan Lines. Lagan Lines have finished their quota. The second team to finish it off at 25 points. Thank you, Mr. Ishanjit, for coming over in this hour and being here with us. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now we move on with the next number, please. Number 14. Nirman Basu of Calcutta Club. He's a bowler. Any bid for Nirman Basu of Calcutta Club? Can we have any bid? We have no bid. Okay, he goes unsold. The next one, please. Number 6, Shivarya Bansal, 25, 30, 40, 45, Heritage Tiger 45 at 1, Heritage Tiger, is that 45 at 1 Heritage Tiger, 45 at 2 Heritage Tiger, it's a final call coming in, sold at 45 points. Shiv Arya Bansal sold to Heritage Tigers. Shiv Arya Bansal sold to Heritage Tiger at 45 points. Are they complete? Okay. Now the next, number 7, lucky 7, Agastya Agarwal. 40, he has said 155. He's gone for a kill with Agastya, a very good player. Thank you very much. Heritage Tiger have made their squad. 155 points. Agastya Agarwal, the highest in the under 23 category at 155. Thank you. They completed their quota. The next, please. Okay, we are done. Now we will go with the under 23 unsold players. The second round.
Name the points that people have left.
Sure, I'm going to do that. So we're going to run that point for you. Only thing, if we can maintain a bit of silence. It is time again and again I've been requesting for a little bit of silence and being attentive. Little bit attentive and it will be very good for you in making your team. Okay, so backyard stars can still buy one player with 40 points in the kitty. Bojangles have finished, well spent 990, only 10 they wasted. Well done. We go to Salika Challengers, still holding on at 45 points. They can buy two players. They need to buy them, two players. Heritage Tigers, well done, very well spent, 1,000 points, not a single point have they wasted. Well done. We move on to Lagan Lions. Only poultry 5 points they have been stayed with. They have well spent at 995 points. They completed their quota. PS Rhinos, 55 points still in your hand. And you need to buy one more from under 23 or two, because I don't think so you'll be able to buy two. You can buy only one. One from open category. Yeah, you can buy from both. Do we have players enough left? Yeah. Okay, we still have a player left. Okay, so now we come to RSH Blasters. You left with 45 points. You can buy two players, 45 points. The finally Trio Tornadoes at 45 points, two players to be drafted in their team with 45 points. Okay, now we move on with the unsold players of the under 23 category. Okay, we have 7 players left in the under 23 category. We need to finish it off. One moment, just a moment. Seven, only 7 left, and we're starting with them. We're ready to start. Number 7 left, and we start with number 7. Agastya Agarwal, number 1. Gupta ji, it can be. We're all getting tired. I know we're all getting tired. Number 1, it's number 1, Krishav Todar. Any bid for Krishav Todar? Anybody bidding for him? No, I see nobody bidding. Goes 20, 25. Salika bids him at 25. Anybody to outbid Salika at 25, holding on to Krishav Todar? 30. Tornadoes are outbidding you at 30. You cannot go to 30.
They have 45 left. 45 points.
You can only go for 25.
You'll be left with 15 for the second pair. You can't buy.
No. You need 20 as a base point, you see. So you have only 20, 2 each 40. So you'll be left with 40. So you can bid maximum 25. Yes, so you cannot go. I'm sorry. So okay, next one. Who's that? Salika at 25. Anybody to outbid? They will buy 25 because they do not have points in the kitty. 25. Okay, so Krishav Podar gets bidded by Team Salika Challengers at 25 points into Salika at 25 points. Krishav Podar. Now they are done. They have completed their quota. Yeah, they can buy one more because we have one extra in that quota. No, 1 minute. So now, okay, now we move on to the next number. Number 12. Akash Netrwala. Good bowler, decent bowler. Mr. Osadwal will say, again I'm promoting RCGC. No, I'm not promoting. I have seen it. I've been a captain in the past. I've seen him grooming up, and I've seen what he's been capable of doing. Yes, any bid for Akash Netrwala. Okay, 20 RSH Blasters, 20 at 1, 20 at 2. Is there any bid for Akash Netrwala? 20 at 1, 20 at 2. Sold. He sold at 20 points. Akash Netrwala of RCGC sold at 20 points to RSH Blasters. RSH Blasters have bought Akash Netrwala at 20 points. The next number, please. Number 2. Nirvan Mehta. He's a batter, young kid. 20. Tornadoes have opened the account with 20 at 1. Okay, they go to 25. They start with 25 at 1, 25 at 2. Anybody wanting to outbid them? Nobody. 25 sold. Nirvan Mehta goes at 25 points to Team Trio Tornadoes at 25. Number 10. The number to watch out for, Sorobir Sarkar. Any bidding for the young gun Sorobir Sarkar? For the young lad, no bid. Okay, goes unsold. The next number, please. Number 4, Siddhant Agarwal of CCFC, an all-rounder. Any bid for Mr. Siddhant Agarwal of CCFC? Any bid for Mr. Siddhant Agarwal? Unsold, goes unsold. Okay, the next one. Number 16, Aditya Bagadia of DI, 20. 20 backyard stars, 25, 25, 30 RSH, 40. 40 at 1, 40 at 2, sold. Sold at 40, done. You are done, backyard stars at 40. Aditya Bagadia sold at 40 points to Mr. Ashish and Manish Periwal's team. Well done. Now we have the last number. Number 14, Nirman Basu of Calcutta Club, 20. PS goes with 20 at 1, 20 at 2, sold. Sold at 20. Mr. Nirman Basu sold at 20. So now we have how many unsold? 2. So one team still needs to...
We have Liga Challengers need to buy one. No, we need to buy from open category. We need to buy from any category. What do we do? 2 or 3?
No. It cannot be 2. They need to buy 1 because there are 8 teams, 17 players, so 8 into 2, 16. They will... You can buy, you have bought 2 from under 23. Yeah, so now you need to buy from the open category 1 because they need to, every team needs to have 2 players from... yeah, after, yes, exactly. Yeah, 2. So we'll give it to one of you. You'll bid. Okay, we start with the number. Number 10. Number 10 is back again. Number 10, Sorobir Sarkar. Any bid? Number 10. No. We're giving. Okay, so any bidding for him? If you don't bid now, the next round I will forcibly draft him. Number 4. Siddhant Agarwal. He is bidded. At Siddhant Agarwal, he started the bidding at 20. So Siddhant Agarwal at 20 points goes to RSH and Sorobir Sarkar goes to PS Rhinos at 20 points. So now we will redo out with the teams who are still left to draft 1 player. At least minimum. No. Yeah, Sorobir to PS, Siddhant to RSH. Now we will look into the final open so that all teams have 16 players. Yes. Yeah. No problem. We'll take 5 minutes. So we'll start. Okay. We're going to show you the points table. Those teams who have not completed, request them to stay back, complete, and then move on. Sulika and Trio, Tornadoes. Now it'll be forcible. No, because he can bid. Are you, now it's between 2 teams, Mr. Nandi and Mr. Kulkarni. Are you willing to allow him to draft Mr. Jahan Mehta in his team? If you allow him, then it's fine. If you say... bidding. Okay, forcible. Yeah, no, he doesn't agree.
No, so let's bid for him now. I have 20 points.
You both have 20 points each. You can't bid.
You cannot bid. Now I'll do random drafting. Now I'll do random forcible drafting.
You can do one thing. Sir. Excuse me, sir.
वो मिक्स कर दिए
हम तो इसके हिसाब से मिक्स कर दिया ना 123
Okay, let me solve it for you, gentlemen. Let me solve.
आप बोलिए ना, हम नाम पुटअप करवा देते स्क्रीन पे, आपको कौन सी प्लेयर चाहिए बताइए.
Okay, Jahan Mehta, athletic player, goes into Team Salika Challenger for 20 points. Jahan Mehta into Salika at 20 points. Jahan Mehta. Mr. Jahan Mehta into Salika Challengers at 20 points. No, Cyril Bose is sold. Lindsay is sold. Yeah, he's sold. Yes, please, come, we'll show you the players.
You don't have to put it on the screen because otherwise it'll be.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure having you all, the teams here. We look forward to a great matches. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Very well done.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
सिरिल एक लिया है हम लोगों ने.
सौमिक घोष है, उसको ले लो. अरुणव भट्टाचार्य है.
तू चला कैलकुलम वाला मेंबर छोड़ना.
हमको पता नहीं और नाम याद नहीं आ रहा.
कशु पर दिखा देंगे.
Player list खोल लो.
Give us 5-10 minutes.
CCFC.
No, we'll show it to you now because you need to complete. 5 minutes. अच्छा दिखा 5 minutes. अब बैठो जब तक आप relax करो 5 मिनट.
Relax नहीं boss. I am out since 8 o'clock in the morning.
You too. I've been out since 6:37 in the morning.
Yeah, but you're forgetting. I just come back from Bangkok after 11 days.